Oh, well, YouTube did a thing. Cool. I mean, I should unprivatize my old videos and just put a disclaimer on them saying that it's not something has happened. No, we lost. How? Why? How? Why? How? Why? The content isn't that bad. All right, welcome one, welcome all. Welcome one, welcome all. Pop out chat. Gotcha. Here. Greetings, Oak Raven, Half Swift. Greetings. Hi, how are you? Greetings. Pop out chat here as well. No, no, it is not. Your content is great. Well, thank you, thank you. I came in today. I just opened my channel thing, and I noticed that I lost subscribers, like almost 25, like overnight. And I'm like, no. But I think it may have something to do with YouTube. Look at this. YouTube has changed a lot of their stuff here, so I wonder if they did something to like force me to lose that, because it just looks a little different. Good, good. So that could be something. I don't know. Doing well, no sleeping schedule, so just going to loop this night, taking my second Pfizer shot today. It's a Pfizer shot. Isn't that a prize? That's a something. Another COVID shot. I see. It's one of the manufacturers or something. Yeah, gotcha. Well, hopefully all goes well for you. Hopefully all goes well. Oh yeah! Just subscribe. Appreciate the sub. Appreciate the sub indeed. Thank you indeed. All right, so what am I doing? Oh yeah, going to live stuff, and we're really quick just going to turn this and put the game in that one. Meant to a while ago. Well, I'm glad you did now. I'm glad you did now. All right. Let's get a thumbnail here. No, let's do the icons. Dynamite Archer. She's done. Live stream. No reactions from the first one, though I've heard people get stronger reactions in the second shot. Yeah, could be. I think my girlfriend got 3 of them. I just asked her. She said the first one was worse. That was some time ago. Yours is terrible. I had plenty of shots. Plenty of them. So, you gotta get 3 anthrax shots at least. In the Marine Corps, what happens is going to this medical room, right? And they got docs lined up on the right and docs lined up on the left with needles. And so you walk in and you're single file. You got to lift up your shirt like the sleeve on the right to expose your right shoulder. And then one of the docs will do a rubbing alcohol, and another doc goes shot, and then shot, and then shot, right? And then you move, you like take like 2 steps forward, and then you lift up your left, and they give you another 3 shots in the left arm. And then you got to go behind this little thing. You got to pull your pants down, and then relax one of your butt cheeks, and then they'll stab you with what we call the peanut butter shot in the butt. And man, that one is uncomfortable. Let me tell you, that one is not fun because it hurts for a long time. And yeah, it's just not good. So that one's a tough one, definitely. Peanut butter shot's the worst. But checked out the new mod, Time Master. I didn't know there was a new mod. I just got, I got off work and went to Taco Bell. It's first day at work. Work's pretty chill, pretty easy. But let's check it out. Which means we're not gonna have too much time today, unfortunately. Because I gotta sleep and wake up later on. Oh boy, got plenty of vaccines, but never got one in the butt. Yeah. You feel it for like 3 days or so. Yeah, you feel it for about 3 days. But then as soon as that happens, you have to then go outside and go run around and roll around in the dirt. So, there's no rest for the weary. But they say that makes your blood more valuable because you have so many anthrax shots. Orcs Must Fly. Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, I haven't seen this one either. I haven't actually seen like this looks like. In Their Prime is what this is called, where Gabriella is younger. It actually looks like a better Gabriella. Overall, yeah. It's actually that's a better job at Gabriella. And then Orcs Must Fly here. Oh, and you can pick up the big guy with the wind belt. Oh, that's cool. That's neat. That's really cool. Hell yeah. We're going to have to check it out this weekend. I think I'm going to have the weekends be like, some strict mod days or something. I don't know. But, let's go ahead and get our weapon. Then our other stuff here. We're just running the first 2 maps on Endless. I think is what we'll do. Let's run Brimstone Acid. No acid. Although, yeah, maybe we do actually, instead of Brimstone. Then we'll roll with Tar and Floor Scorcher. We'll just do those 3. We're going to run a Wall Charger, Saw Blade Launcher. Actually, I think we do Wall Charger instead of Saw Blade Launcher. What else do we do? Do Ring of Storms. Trap Reset. No. We leave lasers. A little bit extra sprinkle damage. Trap Reset. There we go. That could be a skin for. Yeah, I wish. That'd actually be a cool skin for all of them, right? They can make them all young. I guess Warwick is young. I don't know why Warwick is young. Isn't he like Max's or Cygnus's like counterpart? Shouldn't he be old? I don't know why he's young. Yeah, the new job is really relaxed. They're pretty laid back. Which I like. It's fine. It's fine, I guess. We'll run that. Yeah, we'll just start with this for now. Kelsey Magic, though. Isn't Cygnus young, too? I mean, he looks kind of old. I think he's supposed to be. I don't know. Is he? Was he older in the Unchained or this one? I don't know. Oh, got to start the recording. There we go. But that's okay. We're only a wave 1 out of 1. We're at 25. Get to 25 on this one and the next one. Separate recordings makes it easier for me to go back through later on. Oh, nice, a skull already. I'm not too concerned about getting these early combos. Good question. Let me check that. Yeah, the war events were 150 years ago. Yeah, exactly. And then I think that in Unchained he was even older, maybe. At least he looks older. He reminds me of being older, I guess. Maybe I'm just misremembering that one. Oh, you know what we should do tomorrow? We should do Unchained tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday, right? Yeah, we should do Unchained on Thursday. There we go. There's some combos there. Okay, we're gonna run that and chargers straight down to include a charger right there. That should help us. Yeah, it looks older than Chain. Right, right. That's what I thought. Yeah. It'll be relaxing. We're not gonna try and speedrun anything, you know. We're gonna try too hard here. Hopefully I've got ice darts. I don't actually know if I have ice darts. Hoping we do, though. Unless we just take this as long as we can. With the wall charger, it might be possible to get a little farther than we did last time. Which, of course, we only got to 25 and then ended it, because that's what we were trying to do. Go to 25. But we might be able to see if we can wrap all the way around the rift and back up before we lose. I don't know. I think Warwick and Cygnus are 150 years ago versions of themselves in this game. Ah. Oh, even in the regular. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, that's a good point. He used to have a feigned death ability in Unchained. It's in the past, right? Did he? I remember just standing next to the rift. Like if this was Unchained and I was standing right here, dude, I would pick Cygnus every day, man. His Unchained stun ability, or his yeah, his staff thing. That was really cool. They can go into meditating mode, so they kind of reuse some of their ideas, then, huh? We have fire lasers. Is that okay? Yeah, we're okay. We can do fire lasers. That's alright. We may actually have fire tar as well. That's alright though. He with nice cross. Interesting, huh? Yeah, that's pretty interesting. We're gonna need some lasers over on the bottom right. What wave? 11 or something like that, or 13? Let's get a little bit more up here first. A little bit more damage. That's always good. It's working pretty okay. What do we do? A floor scorcher? I think we'll sell this. Put a floor scorcher back here in that corner, and then do more like tar and whatnot. I think that's what we'll do. We're not gonna let this Null Hunter go to waste. A perfectly good combo coin, or just regular coin, I guess, not combo coin. So what you're saying is they should make a young version of Max and Gabriella as skins, and they should make an old version of Cygnus and Warwick. I think Evil Warwick would be really cool, because they already have, like, you know, the Evil Warwick with his, like, opening the rifts and stuff, which is neat. Oh, Time Master, check out the channel points on Twitch. Let me what you think. I don't have the yeah, I think we're just gonna do more stuff back here. I'll have to go out and take care of them as they show up. How does combo affect the coin? Yeah, not by much. I'm fairly certain that it's not multiplicative. So if you get like a ×3, won't redeem now because I might go soon. There you go. Well, yeah, I probably wouldn't do the redeeming on weekdays. Probably just weekends kind of thing. Oh, we have them already. Oh. Didn't think so. But yeah, it's like you get like just a flat amount bonus. Floor Scorcher actually good or mediocre? Well, if you don't have another way of doing fire damage, Floor Scorcher is really good. But for example, if we kill an orc with a ×3 combo, he goes from 10 to 13, and if we kill him with a ×4, he goes to 16, and then ×5, he'll go to 19. So it's additive. It's not multiplicative. So it's not a ton, but it's something, especially if you have a lot of it. I mean, after you have a lot of enemies, it's a really good idea to do, especially early on. Like Coastal Hallways, for example. It's a really good idea to kind of build your first kill box right in front of the door so you can spend a lot of money into traps to get a lot of money from enemies. But something like Great Room here, you just don't have a ton of enemies to start with, so it's not as important overall. Yeah, it is useful late game, yeah. You kind of want to get some kind of combo generation going up. You know, right now we're getting 6, 7s, and the occasional 9. Kind of wish I had lightning lasers instead of fire, but that's okay. Fire is still pretty powerful as far as combos are concerned. It's really consistent. Well, even when enemies drop one, yeah, at a certain point though, enemies will only drop one no matter how high the combo is. But once they start dropping one, like at that point, you're still able to combo higher than that. But even like a ×20 combo will eventually only give you 1 coin. And there, your money comes from kill streaks. So on the left-hand side, you'll soon start getting kill streaks. They start at 4, and when a kill streak expires, you get 11 times coin, whatever the kill streak is. And that's really where your coin comes in late game endless. Infamous says 07. 07 indeed. 07 indeed. Yeah, we didn't even put our ice up. What are we, like noobs at this game? Bird? Is that right? Am I hearing you right? Okay, we can turn the camera on. 07, lol. I don't know what 07 means, guys. Can't explain it to me. Well, I think Bird wants to be on camera here in a moment. So we're gonna have to do what he wants. Okay, I'll put you on camera, bud. It's an emoji, it's a guy waving. How's that a guy waving? O is the head. Oh, like a salute. Okay. Yeah, okay, you guys are pretty smart. Oh, interesting. It's a guy saluting. Of course it is. Of course it is. All right, we get ourselves a money bags here. Okay, maybe we'll just go to 25 and we'll jump into the next one because the next one is gonna take a while to get 25. Just telling you, let you know. Quack. But I wanted to re-record this not only because we had a couple of bad actors last time, but popped in the chat. But also, I've got a new intro, thanks to Master Max 58. He made me a new intro, so I'll be trying to use that here for these videos that I post with Endless Done Easy or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. New intro, exactly. New intro. I'm gonna chop it down a little bit in size, though. I think it's too long where it is, but it's really easy. It's a very well-made video on the fact that I can chop it down enough, I think, to make it not too long of an intro. And I use some of Darth Portal's ideas of writing my name out in boom barrels and exploding them, which is really freaking cool. So we'll do that. We'll have that as part of the intro. You guys will see it on the video when this gets uploaded. Okay, I actually don't want to spend money. I almost baited myself into spending money, but I don't want to do that yet. Because we want more laser beams. Wow. He is being a chatterbox today. Yeah, I don't know where she went, dude. Tell me. I'll just hide behind this pillar here. Gotta scramble with headshot gives drops. That is the best one to farm skulls. Indeed. It looks like the fire without the laser is good enough to take out the sappers for now, so that's always a good thing. Big skulls. Hell yeah. Lots of skulls. Gosh. What was that? TNT archery? Must have been TNT archery. I don't want to do tar, but now I almost don't want to. Those sappers, man, they just took it and died. That gets slightly hurt. Yikes. Good. Well, okay, bud. I'll turn the camera on, bud. Here we go. Here's a bird cam. Oh, you guys can't see me. Hang on. There's the bird. The sappers, yeah, they only come from the right-hand side. Oh, I was fixing the bird cam. Oh, he wants to drink the water. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, bud. Sure. Yeah, they only come from the right-hand side, and you know all the endless kind of work the same. Where they gamer bird exactly. Where like you'll have certain waves that just kind of repeat themselves. So yeah. Once you find out what waves the sappers come out on, they'll, you know, if there's like a 6-wave difference from the first and second time they come out, it's going to be a 6-wave difference for the entire game. Alright, that tar should be good enough easily to take us. I don't even know if we needed it, to, honestly, to take us there. But yeah, I think we might start doing the camera a little bit more. You guys just tell me what you think, you know. You know, personally, when I'm watching people, it's like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing, but at the same time, maybe it feels like we're talking to each other a little bit more, you know, like me to you, you know. Because I see Super John Bombo does it, and if he does it, then it's worth doing. So is all there is to it. Come on, dude. There we go. Definitely better. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. And we get the occasional bird, right? And we get the occasional bird. Yeah, it makes it feel a little bit more personal. That's just a plus. Yeah, I guess that's what I would... Yeah, that's what I was meaning to say, yeah. I definitely can see it, but, you know, not everybody does it. Now, again, I could, and this is me jokingly saying this, but I could do one of those, VTuber things. You know, where I have, like an avatar. Darth Portal, how are you, man? How are you? How are you? Yeah, we're working 7:30. Well, today was 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and then my new schedule 7:30 to 4:30. Then I actually had an actual bird camera. Oh, in like a cage or something. We thought about putting one in the cage, but you know I don't want to be too invasive for the little guy. You know, because he's still young. So, but yeah, that's our work schedule right now. It's probably going to be that way for quite a while. The acid and brimstone kind of interchangeable, yeah, for the most part. You know, I think acid's better for combos overall. I think it's just easier to apply combos to more enemies, especially on endless. However, generally you have more like elemental type sources because you're going for combos. In which case, the arcane brimstone is still pretty good when you're doing that. It's going to help you, like, you know, kill things. Because if the, you know, shock zapper is like what, 240 or whatever it is, and then you got a, you know, plus 15 bonus damage versus acid, which doesn't help it at all. Actually, acid doesn't help anything in our setup, except for maybe our right mouse button. Oh, had her cam on stream and also on a corner camera aiming at a bird. Oh, I see, I see. Well, you guys get the better view when we've got the burb here stepping on my keyboard. What's your burb's name? Yes, his name is Marty. No, it's with Buddy McFly. I actually tried to call him Marty, but she wouldn't let me have both Marty and McFly. So I could be like, McFly! Like Biff does, you know. And that's his name though, Buddy McFly. Now he doesn't answer the names yet. He's still a baby. Dude named something already. I keep saying that's his name, and she keeps disagreeing with me. I've already named him. In my mind, that's his name. Anna, what's going on? It makes sense. He's a... Oh, he just flew off my shoulder. He just... You guys probably saw that. She names it then. Yeah, Jen, what's his name? She named him Buddy. There you go. What's his last name? Pressure's on, Jen. What's his last name? I stand by the fact that names don't matter. Yeah, but that's not the point. He still has to have one. Well, to be determined. That'll be his name. To be determined. We don't have the archers anymore, and TNT archers, so that's always good. Bloody Screech, yeah. Well, you know, sometimes I feel bad for the dude, because sometimes he'll like pluck at his feathers, and he'll hurt himself, and so he'll make like an ow, that hurts kind of thing. Oh, he also does this wow thing. So Owen Wilson, you guys know who Owen Wilson is, right? Owen Wilson's like the god among men. You know what I'm saying? And he does the thing where he goes, "Wow, guys, it's really cool." And so we started having him say "wow," but with a high pitch. So you know, when he digs into his food and stuff, he'll actually say that, which is really cool. We're getting him to say "wow" when he's eating, which is neat. Naming them super determined. Yeah. That's true. Just make his initials that at least. I'm taking an intro to game design in a few days. That's cool, man. No idea what I'm gonna do. Hey, dude, there's so many games out there, dude. Too many WoW Owen games. I love it. I love it. That one, and then I also like Harold the fish from SpongeBob when he says thanks. Because Jen gets annoyed at that too. Because I'll just say thanks whenever she does stuff, you know. Okay, so we can push in here, but not yet. Push in here, right there. You know, when Squidward gives him the food or whatever, he's like, you give him like the deep fried popsicle looking thing. He's like, here's or whatever, and he goes like, thanks. He's like, barnacle head. I'm sorry, excuse me. He goes, you forgot your mayonnaise. Thanks. It's good. Oh, there you go, Buddy Wilson. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty smart. Hey Jen, we can have his last name Wilson, like Owen. What? Good idea or not good idea? Yeah, she says maybe. She'll think about it. You know, here's the thing. With game design, what would I make? If I was to make a game, what would I make? I mean, you could be cheesy. If you were to make a game, I don't know if this is what they do in game design, if they have you make something, or just like, maybe just like write down, like create like a project sort of thing. But it would be kind of cheesy, I guess, or maybe tongue-in-cheek humor to make a game based around game design. Like a game design game. Orcs Must Dance, there you go. There you go. Make a 2D platform like Hollow Knight. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. 2D platform. Yeah, that'd be pretty neat. There's a Tycoon game where you're a game dev. Yeah, I think I've seen Spiffing Brit's video on that. Honestly, don't know, but it's technology school. At some point, it might be, yeah. I mean, I could imagine the intro isn't actually like any of the programming. It's probably more of like create a vision, create goals, take steps to get to the goal, like, you know, what's possible, what tools to use maybe. But as far as game design is concerned, it's probably not going to be too much in the coding realm of anything. But that's half the battle, right? Like, coming up with a good idea is half the battle, so... At least I would imagine. I'm not a game designer. I don't know. If I was, I would imagine it would be, you know, that would be half the battle. Alright. Ice is amazing. Well, you know, I guess the ice plus the acid kind of combined to help my auto attacks do a lot more, so... More like you need a great idea. Good won't cut it. Well, yeah, that's true. Mod idea, 1x1 barricades. Hey, there you go. Coming up with a good idea is half the battle. You heard it here first. Quote me on it. Blizzard, oh god. Yeah. Yeah. Don't be like Blizzard. It's all you gotta do as a game dev is don't be like Blizzard. It really is, because that's what makes your game yours. Yeah. Yep. And here's the thing, your game could be shit coding. You know, you could like not really have much of an idea of what you're doing, but as long as you have a good concept, like other people will listen and they'll follow you, you know? So, a quarter of current size, you mean. Gonna find information about the trap, trinket, healing barricades. Yeah, so they work differently now than they did in Stadia. From what I remember on Stadia, it didn't matter who had them. They would heal all the barricades. However, now they only heal your barricades, as far as I understand. So if you take the trinket with the healing barricade, then it will only heal yours and no one else's. But it heals it across the entire map. As a matter of fact, trap reset trinket affects all traps around the map. Like, I can run over here, for example, use it, and all of those will reset, although I can't show you right now because there's no enemies there for them to trigger, but it'll reset them all. And I think in the tooltip it actually says for the trap reset trinket, it's only traps that are nearby, which is not correct. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird weird wording on that one. Okay, let me turn the light on here. Hang on. There, you might be able to see me better now. So helpful, thanks. Yeah, of course, of course. But you know, they might change it too. Like, I don't know if that's like a thing that they intended on doing or not intended on doing. I have no idea. You know, speaking of game design, one of the best games ever made was made by one person. And no, I'm not talking about Minecraft, although yes, Minecraft was also one of those things where a guy took, you know, games that he enjoyed playing and he took some of the aspects from those games, kind of merged to its own, made Minecraft. But then you also had Chris Sawyer, who I tip my hat to, and Chris Sawyer, if you don't know, made Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2, pretty much by himself. And he wasn't a game designer as much as he was a roller coaster enthusiast. And so he would go around and listen and take audio recordings and, you know, learn about roller coasters. So it was something he was passionate in that he was able to make a game out of. That was, you know, passionate separate from the game itself. From gaming itself. Alright, Ogre, let's go. He didn't come back to us. And, you know, taking the aspects of games you really like and moving them, using them, reusing them. Yeah, I would agree. You know, I was reading some comments. On Reddit from Behemoth's tier list that he made, his original one, not the one joking where everything is A tier except for decoys or B tier, right? Because everything's useful, which is true. And the original one that he had created, somebody was mentioning, or he was mentioning, that, you know, or somebody, I guess somebody else mentioned that you could just use your weapons and like a few traps. You don't need much to get through the first portion of most of the waves, right? And that's kind of true. You don't really need to rely on your traps too much. So yeah, I agree. Weapons are, they kind of have to rely on them, but I wish you didn't have to rely on them as much. Definitely, yeah. I agree with that. I think the big game companies need to learn you can make a great game without crunch. I don't know why they crunch, man. Like, I really don't. Just make a good game. Like, you don't need to. Yeah, you don't need to crunch. I used to play loads of Transport Tycoon. Well, he didn't make. Yeah, Chris Sawyer only made Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2. He didn't make any of the other ones, but. You know, stuff like Transport Tycoon, Prison Tycoon, Mall Tycoon, they all came out. Zoo Tycoon's a big one. They all came out, you know, because of what Chris Sawyer did, which is, you know, pretty cool. Because money trumps everything. Money trumps everything. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Now, here's the thing. And if you wanted to make a game, a small game, you could look no further, or you don't need to look any further, than cereal box games. So if you look at something like Captain Crunch's Crunchling Adventure, or Freddy the Fish, I mean, those are like, you open a cereal box and you get a small CD, or like a regular size CD, but it's just got like a piece of crap game on it. And you can make something out of that. It's short, but you know, the story is short, so there's not much to it. But yeah. What up, buddy? Ambitious Angel, what's going on? Like the mazes in the back of the box? No, not like the mazes in the back of the box. Like you can actually get a CD. They're called cereal box games. Like you legitimately like open the box, and you have your bag of cereal, and then like attached to the cardboard on the inside is a CD where you get games. I swear, man, I had Captain Crunch's Crunchling Adventure from a Captain Crunch game. There's a CD for like Windows 98 or whatever. Here, I'll pull it up. Or actually, we're about to end here, so. Since when does cereal come with crappy games? They used to, man. I don't know if they do anymore. I doubt it. I doubt they do, but, you know, because sometimes they'll come with toys, but yeah, they used to. How long ago is that? I don't know. When I was a kid. Back in the day thing, yeah. But they were short games. They had a beginning and an end, right? There was a plot. There was like something built around it. You had that game. Hell yeah, man! I actually have videos of me playing that game, and it's from some of my videos. It's actually one of my more viewed franchised videos is Captain Crunch's Crunchling Adventure. Demos. That's right. Yeah, they would provide demos for computer games as well. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, it's very cool. All right, so that's a great room. Now we'll just go to the next one, and the next one's going to take us probably till the end. I mean, I gotta go to bed at 10, right? It's already 8:15. We'll see. There's a thing here too. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Let me pull it up here. Let's do cereal box CD games. I spelled cereal wrong. Yeah. So you would get something like this, right? Or you would have a game, a CD game inside of a cereal box. That looks like it's not correct. But oh, Amazon Trail, that was another one you would get. So yeah, you'd have like a little sleeve like this, and it would be attached to the inside of the cereal box on the cardboard. So when you'd open it up, you could pull the game out, put it in your computer, and play it. Yeah, I forgot about Amazon Trail. That one, I played that one too. was like a little blue monster caveman, whatever it was. Yeah, well, they were called crunchlings. If you're talking about Crunchling Adventure, yeah, they were little crunchlings that assisted Captain Crunch in defeating the bad guy. I don't remember what his name was. But I've actually got those on my channel. Let's pull that up here real quick. Not to like switch gears on you, but you guys are it's crazy. You know, I guess it's not too crazy. Like if you told me you've heard of Evil Islands, then I would be very impressed. Unless you were Russian, then I wouldn't be impressed. Maybe, I don't know. CDs were revolutionary. And a cheap plastic disc. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Still have some back at your parents. That's crazy, man. It is crazy. All right. Let's go with Captain. No, I don't know if I can search here. Through that. Let me just go to my my channel here and search on that. Here you go. Captain Crunch's Crunchling Adventure Part 3. Look at that. 385 views on just a regular crazy thing. Yeah, the skateboard one. Yeah, the skateboard mini game. Right, right. Yeah, that was a really cool one. You go into Backwardia and you skateboard. Yeah, yeah. So anyways, that's a CD, you know, cereal box game. Doesn't take very long to beat. It takes like, you know, what is it, 45 minutes? So, I got a demo disc for Star Wars KOTOR in a Cheerios box. Don't know if that was just an Icelandic thing, though. I haven't seen much about that one. Oh, I don't know about Star Wars. I don't remember seeing any Star Wars ones. That's pretty crazy, man. But yeah, so, you know, so I know if you're looking to making a game like a complete one, that wouldn't be a bad place to look into, is something that was made just to be played in like 45 minutes and it's a complete game kind of thing. And they're cheap, crappy games, but they're complete. So, and not super, I guess they're kind of repetitive. It's kind of repetitive. But I guess the graphics part of that might take a little bit of time. Okay, close quarters. This one's going to take us a little while. Maybe we should actually play something faster. Nah, we'll play close quarters. 25 waves. 25 waves. Flappy Bird. Yes. And that one, like... Yeah. Flappy Bird. It was Quaker Oats promotion from 1999. Wasn't even alive. Well, okay, well that would explain why you didn't live through that. Yeah, yeah. I think I was in elementary school, but of course, you know, the games were made for kids, so kids eat cereal, they get the computer game, they put it in. Now, something like Star Wars or something like you know, I don't know, a game that's like a developer that Captain Crunches. I just don't understand where they were going with that, because they weren't going to turn that into a franchise game. You know, franchise, right? I guess Captain Crunch's cereal thing. Binko Bonko, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. When did this Crunchling Adventure speedrun? I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. I forgot we need double cades, and we'll just keep the rest of our loadout the same. We'll use double cades instead. Now this one we're going to get a lot more money on, because you get a lot more enemies, right? So, more money, more enemies. Oh, we need lightning lasers, actually. Yeah, bird. Stop chirping. He's not chirping at all. Alright, let's run that. Has its own category on the Speedrunner website. Could probably beat it, I don't know. Well, that's not, yeah, I don't, you know, I haven't played that game in a while. Not in a while. You know, there's also another game that I just remembered. Peasant's Quest. Look up Peasant's Quest. That's a pretty good game. For those of you who know what Peasant's Quest is. That's a pretty good game. Yeah, you can thank me later on that one. Oh, get the Silver Time Tar. I think we're still using Fire Tar. Yeah. Final Fantasy VI. Okay. Now I've got a Game Boy emulator, and I like playing Final Fantasy. I think it was Final Fantasy. It's the one with Oh crap, now I don't remember. But I think it was like Final Fantasy-esque. I don't think it was actually Final Fantasy. I don't remember though. Alright, so we're gonna roll with this. And we're just gonna kill the first wave up here and the second wave over on the other side. Just to kind of get through the first several waves pretty quick, I think. Yeah, let me check my Discord here. Zymos! Yeah, dude, yes. State of Decay, dude. I was watching Brian Menard's thing the other day. And I was checking it out, and I saw that there was a new update that they're going to put Trumbull Valley out there. And I am pretty excited about that because, you know, Trumbull Valley, I played 1 like religiously. I loved 1. And then 2 came out, and 2 is really, really fun. I love it a lot too, or as well. So maybe that'll be our second game that we played here. Because I kind of think maybe need a second game for all of you Warcade. Well, I also thought about playing the dwarves in Total War Warhammer 2 and just killing the green skins, because then I could just do more Orcs Must Die content without actually playing Orcs Must Die. Are you going to stream more after this run? Depends on how long it takes. I don't think we have enough time to do switchbacks. You know, here in a couple hours, I got to get up in like a couple hours. Well, not that quickly, but yes, a humble peasant living in the peasant kingdom of peasantry. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Let's see, what time is it? It's 8:22 my time, or 2022 for those of you guys who speak as a language. Oh, that's true. Yeah, we could have done boom barrels. I didn't even think of that. It does have some really good boom barrel spots. Definitely right there and stuff. Yeah, we actually could have used it. I didn't consider that. But let's see. It's 2022. We gotta be. Gotta be in bed at 2200, probably 2230. So it depends on how quickly we run through this. Forgot. Well, I might as well switch over to boom barrels now. Not that I forgot something, but I forgot something. Do I just do I get rid of lasers? I kind of want lasers, right? Because of the sappers, yeah. Yeah, good point. I want lasers. Let's switch over to Egan, actually. I want to do boom barrels, which means I can't do a weapon, so I need to do Egan. I forgot something. I forgot to turn on the recording, so I can have a separate recording. And we'll also do boom barrels this time. We only got 3 ones. That's not like missing a lot of time or something. Okay, there we go. Now we got the. Yeah, there we go. These just go bzzz. Yep. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Now, if you're watching on Twitch, don't forget I do have now some new stuff in regards to. Oh, hang on. No, Ogre, you don't have to hit me. Channel points. That's what I'm thinking of. Oh, no. It's alright. We'll pull them back. So check them out. Let me know what you think about them. Too expensive, not expensive enough, that sort of thing. Kind of new to the whole channel points thing, so I am open for suggestions. Ouch, dude. Man, running this with no weapons. Not easy. Alright, we're gonna lose 2 lives then, I guess. Oh, come on, Ogre. Get Ogre here. He's not even running into the lasers. Alright, here's what we're gonna... Oh my... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. He knocked the other guy over. Alright, whatever. Ogre can go through, I guess. Just go... Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't... He's money. He's money. We gotta pull him. We gotta pull him. More! 450! Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it indeed. I'm gonna let him run over here, and then we're gonna pop him with one of these things. Yeah, we got stuck in the lasers now. Alright. Got some money from him. Good. Pickpocket. Pickpocket. Alright. So, we'll run this and this, and then some laser beams. Ice. Can't forget the ice. And tar. Easy peasy. Don't forget to drink water, guys. Water is pretty important. I actually need to drink more of it myself. And I'm sure a lot of people do. Get back there. Well, I certainly need to get better at eating the slam. I'll tell you what. I guess I could just pop it from right here. You know, kind of. Kinda. This is it's a little bit tougher with no weapon. Okay. They're all somewhat hurt. I might kill a few here. There we go. Just not you, apparently. Still not. No! Had just enough mana. There we go. Alrighty then. Now let's have it roll off this way first. Yeah, good spots. Good spots. Nice. All right, cool. Yeah, good. Very good. Gotta keep him stunned. So we get our ice back. There we go. Okay. Now we start building our barricades. Like so. Alright, we're gonna throw the boom barrel down, and then at these spots we're gonna do our wall chargers. Like so. Okay. It's not a lot, so we're gonna have to probably get involved quite a bit here in the beginning. I actually probably should have sold this barricade to place like a tar or something down, but I didn't. So hopefully we don't whiff this and lose this round. We'll have to see though. These are kobolds, so that's unfortunate. They're gonna trigger all my traps without actually dying. You know. an extra mana region here. See what we gotta see what we're dealing with. All right. Okay, one guy got through. A couple of them got through, fortunately. Okay. Did get him. Yeah, I think we might need, I think we might just need a weapon then. We can just bring a weapon. It's fine. We're just gonna not do boom barrels then. Let's do a weapon. I mean, I know it's possible, but let's do it. What do we do? Lump. Let's do lump. Oh, we got the other upgrade. We don't want, but we have the second upgrade, the one that shoots straight, right? Yeah, straight shot. So yeah, we want that. All right. In that case, we'll just blade staff. Crossbow, I guess. Crossbow. Stone. Stone. All right, I clicked on crossbow. Yeah. Do our 2 tar. And our 1 acid. Alright, cool. So much easier with the weapon. Let's get a lot of different, like a lot of waves of enemies coming in. That kind of make it a little bit challenging without a weapon, I should say. Ooh. Spend money for all that good stuff. Oh, yeah, let's check this again. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, that was in a new. Oh, it's a new map actually. Okay. I think my stun missed him a couple of times, so I just went ahead and used up our trap reset trinket just to see if we could get them dead, and it looks like we can. Looks like that was successful. Yes, pretty good. What if there was a trinket, sort of like the cooldown trinket, the trap reset, that whenever you had it equipped, extended the duration of traps instead of reduce their cooldown? And that could maybe help the grinder a little bit be better at grinding. Roll that. You put even another floor scorcher right here. But not after this. After this wave we sell and we go play somewhere else. You know, and the hard thing to do with Egan's double jump and using that as our primary weapon is not only due to the fact that we don't have an actual weapon, but it's that we're having to chase and we don't get any combos, which means we don't get any bonus coin to kind of help with those early game setup. So that times 9 we just got there. right. Yeah, look at that. We've already got like a lot more money now. Because we didn't just double jump the vegan all the time. It's a little bit unfortunate we have to do it this way, but that's okay. We'll do it this way. I really do want to use the boom barrels, but I just don't think we can make that happen. Unless we use fire tar, maybe, because we got the floor scorcher lined up. Could do 3 rows or 3 sections of tar, and then have the brimstone burn on top of it, and then do boom barrels. Cam man, it's a cam man. It's a cam man can. Man cam. You don't think about it, it makes sense. But yes. And then I got the burb behind me. You can probably see him moving up there in the whatever corner, this corner right here. Going to our zoom shots. Sweet. Whoa, you look different than I expected. What did you expect me to look like? Santa Claus? I'm kidding. But what did you expect me to look like? You know, I get some people saying that I look younger than what I am, and that's probably true. Or I sound tall. I'm definitely average. I'm definitely 5'10", so yeah. Definitely not a tall person. But I've always dreamed. Tall. Yeah, obviously. Anonym, hi, how are you? What's going on? Better than expected. Oh, I see. That's the joke. Okay. But I sound tall. Good in you. Yeah, good. Remember the Rifflord score thing? Well, I might have beaten your score. Rifflord score thing. Are you talking about the speed run? Yeah, the speed run. Did you beat 309? Buddy, he's doing just fine. He's back there. He's doing just fine. You actually might be able to see it. Well, he's eating grass right now. We got this little pot of grass from the store, and he's munching on it right now. That's it. I don't know if they can see him from the camera. Oh. Yeah, you can barely see him moving back there, yeah. You got 327? Oh, you gotta get 309 or better, dude. 309 or better. But 327's a good start. I really like Buddy. Yeah, a lot of people do. Buddy likes you too. He told me that the other day. You know, I was like talking to Buddy and he told me that the other day. Alright, we're gonna have to, you guys in your 3 minutes remaining. Yeah, 327's a good one though on the first one, on the first map, but you gotta have, yeah, you gotta beat it in 309 or better. Whoa, talking burb. I don't even remember what kind of grass it is, but they sell it at the grocery store. My first shot, I got 42 seconds left. Easy. There you go. What's the part time? 4:30 on that one, isn't it? All right, so I would love to continue on that side, but unfortunately we need damage on this side because enemies are going to get clumped up on this edge right here. I would love to continue building out, but then they're just going to continuously get clumped. So we need some stuff down here as well, and that's what we're going to do now. Oh, yeah, you guys should be able to see him move now. He's in the back though. Leifei! Hi, how are you? Great, how about you? Doing good. You know, doing good. Today was my first day at work. Pretty chill place, you know. It's probably what I would say would be like the pinnacle of the idea of working for a construction company is this place. I would have to say, yeah. Not too much security around everything that they do. It's more relaxed, you know, because they have actual like construction workers. Probably security's at a cost of convenience, that sort of thing. So, Bean Tree, hi. Okay, need to go. It was not so long here as always. I am sorry for that. So good luck. Yeah, no, dude, listen, man. Stop by whenever you can. Always good to see you, and sweet construction. So this isn't help desk then? It is help desk, yeah. For a construction company, yeah. First day on the job, and the lady's issue was he was trying to send ads someone else, and if you send a message as like a representative mailbox or whatever, sometimes it'll say if you have it to sent on behalf of. So that's what she was looking to get, so she could send from them but not on behalf of them. And I actually don't know the answer right now. But what I did was I acquired somebody else's account who has it, and apparently we don't have the tools, as where I'm at currently, to actually be able to view that sort of stuff. Microsoft Office, yeah, and Outlook, yeah. So you sit on top of girders and eat lunch. Got it. I just sit in a desk, and they're actually doing construction for the building itself. So there's a lot of like walls that are like temporarily closed off and stuff. See you added rewards on Twitch. I did, man. And I fixed the PNG. Okay, for the max thing, I fixed the PNG. Yeah. So the Poggers emote should show up just like normal instead of having a black background. I think I have that picture. There you go. There you go. Now the gray background came with the actual photo I took it from. The gray background's part of it. You know, I didn't want to like do too much into like taking out the gray background, but I took out the black square background, so get the actual thing. Get a little bit more killage on the other side here. For whatever reason, if you take them out to the right hand side instead of the left, or top side instead of the bottom side. Let's guide the raid. Yeah, so I think that is where you can suggest who we raid next. So if you have like a streamer or somebody that you enjoy watching, then you can guide the raid by requesting that I host that person instead of just picking someone at random who happens to be, you know, I like to go around and I like to ask people, pretend like I'm a total noob and see who's paying attention to the chat and who's really involved with the chat and stuff. Could people vote themselves? I guess they could, yeah, if they have. Well, what they got to do is they got to have enough of the channel points, which means they have to watch the channel enough to get those. In which case, if they watch it enough, then sure, it's kind of like a reward for you guys, like, participating and watching and stuff like that. So theoretically, they could vote themselves, but that also means that they're a participant of the channel. Want to run lasers here? I think we do. Yeah, I think we want to. Even though we're not getting that laser, I think we want to run lasers. And then back here, we're going to do some lasering, and then a lot of dart spitters back here. I might have enough. I sent you another picture of Roscoe. Let me take a look. Oh, there is another picture of Roscoe. Hey, Jen, come look at this picture of Roscoe. Wait, when's our... Oh, it's not for a while. Come here. Look, you got until right there. That's where it ends. Look at this pup. Cat, chickens. I have 15k points. You have 15k points? I need to raise the stakes on these, dude. Yeah. I need to raise the stakes on these, man. I couldn't do it any higher than... I couldn't do it any higher than 9,999 though, so I don't... You are here a lot. That's very true. Yeah, that's very true. I leave the stream running a lot when I'm not active. Inflated numbers, I'll take it. Subs get a little bit more points than non-subs. Yeah, I think that's true, and I think you get points as soon as you sub on Twitch as well. Now, unfortunately, I can't really do the same thing for YouTube, but what I do have, I think I have correctly set up the super chat. I was kind of looking at doing a membership thing, like a $20 membership to do like, 1 day a week. We would do some sort of co-op game other than Orcs Must Die. Something where you can have more than 2 people, like Balloons Tower Defense, which you can have 4 people. Among Us, which you can have, 10 people, and like more now, I think. Just something that other people would have access to for some co-op thing, but I don't know. Balloons Pog, yeah, Balloons is pretty Pog. So if it was your choice, would you rather have people watching YouTube than Twitch? It's hard to say. I'm more familiar with YouTube. I'm not much of a Twitcher. There's crossplay on Balloons. Yeah, I think you're right. To include mobile, probably. I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, it's not a hard, it's not a hard deal. Says Twitch is better for streamers. Yeah, I've actually heard that YouTube is better for the, not for the quality, but just for like how they're treated, I guess. But yeah, I know a lot of people follow that sort of idea where you would stream on Twitch, and like what we're doing right now, I'm recording as well as streaming, so then I can upload the recorded onto YouTube as an official video. But all of the streamers that I want to emulate are all streaming on YouTube only. Like all of the streamers that I found to have it figured out, except for maybe Ludwig. I think he's a pretty good streamer, but he's on Twitch. But everybody else are only on YouTube. So that's got to say something, right? I only know of one streamer from YouTube. Who do you know from YouTube other than myself, I guess? Because most people would rather watch a 10-minute video, the boring parts cut out. Yeah, I don't really do a ton of editing, and I can see that, yeah. But Twitch is also getting super strict, yeah. I think they maybe even had stricter guidelines overall. However, I will say, I've got almost, I had 2,000 subs the other day. We reached 2,000 and we dropped down like 25 subs overnight. But I will say that right now from my analytics, I don't have any money coming in from YouTube, and it's like $50 from Twitch. So I'm already getting paid. I don't even know if there's ads on Twitch. Like, that's not something I can control. And maybe that's why I'm seeing money. I don't know. Oh, Valkyrie. Yeah. I know who that is. She's an Among Us person. She plays Among Us and probably other games, like one of those variety streamers with friends kind of thing. Yeah. You get ads. I get ads. Oh, okay. Well, not everybody gets ads though. I thought you had to like get yourself to a certain point where then you can have ads. But well, I'm not partnered yet. I'm just affiliated. To run ad breaks. Oh yeah, I've seen those. I've seen the button for that, but I haven't. I'm not gonna. That's just too much. I almost wish there was like a way to not have ads at all on Twitch. Maybe if you can sub, maybe a sub gets rid of ads. I could see that happening. I kind of think I have to push it one farther, but I'm not sure. Subs get rid of them. Okay. So they give you a little bit of extra incentive. Now, that's good to know. But not ads for Bush. Yeah, I would never roll out ads for you guys. I just think it's too much. Yeah, ads and 24-hour exclusivity. What's 24 hours exclusivity? I lost mod on my friend's stream because of that. Oh. Yeah. I would never pull ads out. You know, it's like, oh, I gotta take a break so you guys watch this ad, and I mean, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it. I'm just not a fan of that idea, but I don't know. I guess it depends. If it's your livelihood, then I can kind of understand almost a necessity of needing it, you know, but I still want to feel like I'm asking for handouts kind of thing, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But that's good to know. I didn't know I get ads on the channel yet. Say it's only worth it when you have more viewers. Well, that too, yeah, that too. Because it's what, 10 cents a viewer for an ad, maybe? Right, exactly. People do leave, yeah. I mean, that's what I do. That's what I do. I leave and then I go and, you know, look up somebody else who's streaming the same game, and I'll watch them for a little bit, and then I'll come back whenever I feel like the ads are done. Especially if they roll like 3 or 4 out at a time, you know. Affiliates can have income withheld if Twitch finds out an affiliate with dual streams. Well, don't tell them, because I don't have partnership, but I do have affiliation with both. But I don't have partnership with either. I was hoping the partnership would be not exclusive. Like, do they have to be that you know, money tight? Do they really have to? Or can't they just let me express myself? Gosh. Once you're a partner, I think you can't do it anymore. Yeah. And you kind of got to choose one or the other. I look worried. Oh, I am worried. Oh, crap. When he's all like, I know. Money runs the world. Money runs the world. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Alright, so do we roll this? And then dart spitter here? Or maybe we just do another 2 lasers? And the 2 lasers here and here. Then dart spitters all up on the inside. And then dart spitters all up on the outside. Let's do that, yeah. Let's do that. Which is just so strict. They actually ban words that you guys use. Like we were talking about getting the peanut butter shot in the butt earlier. And somebody had said the word butt and it didn't let it through. But I'm pretty sure, like, YouTube kind of like allows everything unless I ban it, and then like Twitch doesn't allow anything unless I allow it, you know. So, wait, the what shot in the where? The peanut butter shot in the butt. Yeah, look it up. I had to get one, as well as like a bajillion other shots. You gotta have a lot of shots in the military because you get sent overseas, you know, places. They give you like a bunch of anthrax shots, and they do all of it just to make sure that you're not gonna get sick. YouTube has a live category. Yeah, when you filter through, for those of you guys who don't know, which I know you guys like see me pop in live, but when you filter through on Twitch or YouTube, I mean, you like let's say you're doing Orcs Must Die, then you open this up on the filters. You can go into live category here. You can see who's streaming on YouTube live for this game. Dan, have you ever heard of yaw? Yaw. I don't know. Do you know the word SIMP? Oh, I know of the word, yeah. Calling people blind? Why is calling somebody blind banned on Twitch? Like, I know a blind guy. His name is Marvin, and I help him with his... Or I tried to help him with his clocks, because he has his clock set up to sound like birds, right? Because he can't see, he can't tell the time. And so I was over there helping him with his clock, trying to get it set up, and I guess I goofed it or something, because my dad also helps him out whenever he calls for it. And I think he feels bad for asking for help, because he hasn't called in a long time, or he hasn't called in some time, not a long time, some time. So, speaking of the word simp, and I'll use it, and hopefully I don't get banned or canceled. I was watching a movie from the 90s, and they used the word in the same context from the 90s. What movie was that? It was some geeky computer movie, and they said the word. I'm like, I thought this was a new thing, but it's not, apparently. But I was just like, what? It's not a new thing at all. Yeah, it's an old term, apparently. Yeah, I didn't even know. I thought it was like a new thing that the cool kids on the block made up. Simpleton was the old word reduced. Ah, okay. Well, I know the word plebeian or pleb. To be a pleb is to be average or below average or whatever. I can use the word on YouTube, right? Lie down for a bit because I'm going to stay up late tonight. All right, Anno. All right. Cool. Crazy how language changes. Yeah. You know, I'm surprised that nobody has ever complained about being called a boot or a pog. Oh, not a pog. Pogue. So we called it a pogue, which is a person other than a grunt. So it's usually like a comm guy or like an admin, some sort of like I don't know, a tent cleaner, a cook, you know, anybody who's not a grunt, who's not like infantry, would be called pogue. Person other than grunt. So I'm very surprised that they don't have that. You know, no military members ever complained, oh, they called me a pogue or they called me a boot. You know, which is like somebody who's new, boots on the ground, kind of like, you know, the first time deployment sort of thing. They're boot because they're new. That sort of idea. But it just tells you something about, you know, certain types of people. Allow it. Simp is old. Employment. Ah, okay. Interesting. See, the more you know, yeah. Them plebs and normies. Not sure how it got in public lexicon. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, it makes sense. It's easy to say, and I guess you could use it in a derogatory manner, but it's not really that derogatory because it's more opinion based than actual factual, right? Like, it's not even like a statistic that you could draw upon any sort of like legitimate conclusion. It's just an opinion. Twitch is trying to please everybody, but just hurting the people who actually use it. Yeah. Yeah, the term blind I really don't get. Like, it's almost offensive to not allow you to say it. Because it's like a legitimate, like, disability, right? It's to be blind. So, that one surprises me more than the simp one surprises me. Ouch. Ew. Gonna have a barricade take some damage. That's okay. Problem with the S word on Twitch was it's targeted at discouraging subscriptions. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Well, okay, yeah, for the female streamers, sure, I get it, yeah. But at the same time, I mean, was it really that... I mean, was it... Like, it, you know, was it not true? Right. I mean, I'm sure the people who said, you know, that it happens are probably saying it happens for a reason. But I do understand that idea then. And maybe even they spoke out about it and were like, hey, listen, you know, people on my channel are getting bullied because they're subscribing to me. That's why people made some copy pastas and kind of made fun of them. Yeah. You think it got more attention? All the people talking about it. True. Such the content, but that content is entirely for sure. Good point. Never heard of Pokemon until the whole. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. You know, and it created kind of a culture around it as well. Yeah, it's just kind of bizarre, really. People are pretty bizarre, I think, in this world. There's hate raids. Oh, come on. You gotta give me another wave of them? You don't have to. What's a hate raid? People mad because they can't do it, so they get mad at others. You get mad that they can't raid? I mean, I guess you give a mouse a cookie, you gotta give him a glass of milk, you know? It's one of those kinds of scenarios. You give him a little bit of attention, and now you gotta give him all of it. Is a hate raid somewhere like a streamer that would raid onto other people? Sappers, where from? Bottom? Bottom. Where's it? Oh, there he is. Do you think some people with big egos see raids as pity? I don't know. Let's see here. A lot of... Okay, I don't know if I can say either of those words. Anymore, I don't know. Getting bots spammed to their channel, spamming inwards. Oh, we've actually had that here. And I don't know why, because that was... I mean, I don't know who in the right mind... I don't know why. I do know why, because they do it, but... it's pretty unfortunate. So. It's like, who in the right mind would, like, create the bots to do that? Do that sort of stuff. Well, yeah, for attention, yeah. And being reported because the word showed up in their chat. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I see what you're saying. I got you. Yeah. Right. They just get paid for the bot, and somebody uses it against somebody else. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. That's right, yeah, that's right. Also seems to be hitting partners. Yeah. Anybody who stands to make the most out of it. You know, and maybe it's more of like a let's see what we can get away with. Let's see what we can do with our powers that we were given by the gods of the internet. But I don't know. But do I think some people with big egos see raids as pity? You know, that's an interesting question. I don't know. It kind of could go both ways, right? Because if you do the raiding, you could feel like if they don't acknowledge my raid or acknowledge me or whatever the case is, then, you know, I'm not important enough. So people who do the raiding could have themselves a bit of an ego trip, as well as people who receive the raid could also have a bit of an ego trip by saying, well, I don't need the raid. And at the end of the day, it's almost inflated numbers, really, right? Because you're bringing in a bunch of viewers to somebody who they may not actually be interested in watching the content or watching the viewer or any of that. So at the end of the day, it could actually be considered arbitrary viewership. Didn't even think of it that way around. Yeah, I mean, yeah, somebody who's doing the rating could be like, could go and then hope that they're being recognized or you know, wanting to be appreciated for what they are giving the other person that they cannot get themselves or whatever. I don't know, but someone says yes, yes. Yes, sir. Topic for YouTube vid. That's actually, yeah. Yeah, we're still recording for YouTube as well, but that's okay. I mean, listen, people can jump in the chat later on after the video gets uploaded and tell me what they think as well, so I'm all for it. Raid etiquette is a weird thing on Twitch. Yeah, some people are cool about it, some people aren't. I don't think you should bow down to anyone just because they raided you, but it's a good way to work together with other streamers for that direct club. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Well, see, you know, what I was mentioning earlier, and I don't know if I finished the point or not, but Moon, good. I'm doing good, man. What I mentioned earlier was that, you know, I go out and I just, I don't know, whenever, I guess, if I get like free time or whatever, if I'm working on something else or doing something else, I'll watch Twitch streamers and I'll do Orcs Must Die 3 content because, you know, as a content creator for that platform myself, I do want to make sure that the S word on Twitch, oh no. I do want to make sure that you know, the people that I'm following, you know, I like as well. Like I was watching one streamer on Twitch who, as soon as he saw my name, he recognized me and then told me like his whole life story, and it was just kind of a lot all at once, and I was just like, I feel like you're not being genuine, so you know, I didn't leave him a follow. But then other people, most of the other people that I followed, I think maybe one or two that I'm kind of on the fence with, are really cool. You know, they read chat, but they don't like overdo it. They play the game and they don't complain about the game all the time. You know, they play it to enjoy and to have fun, that sort of thing. So for you guys, that's why I follow certain people. And then if they're streaming Orcs Must Die 3, then I'll host them because I think they're actually like quality creators. And there's quite a lot of them out there. It's easier to find them than not. So that's always a good thing. But that's just kind of how I look at it as far as rating is concerned. Okay. But now we've reached the point where we no longer really need traps up there, so we're gonna throw some traps back here for the sappers. So I do try to raid people that I'm already following, because then I've already kind of like vetted them, so to speak. But sometimes nobody is streaming that I followed, so then I gotta find somebody else and just hope that they're chill or whatever. And Mad Max 58, who you guys will see the intro video for this on YouTube. Also has a YouTube channel, and we played with him quite a few times as well on Super Scramble. You gotta play with on Super Scramble. So if you want to check him out, that's cool. Darth Portal on YouTube as well. He was actually one of the recipients. I did a giveaway back when the BTTV emotes. Oh yeah, I did a custom BTTV emote, which is the Pogger one. Unless you're talking about something else, then I'm not sure. But I did a giveaway for this game coming out on Steam. I did a giveaway for some of like the Stadia guys to like that played on Stadia to get the game on Steam, so that way they wouldn't have to rebuy the game, kind of thing. Yeah, there's the Pog. I couldn't do it 3 letters long. I had to do like four or more letters long or something like that. So I did Pogger instead of Pog. Or else I would have done Pog, or even like Smug or something. I don't know. But then I became, because at that point I only had like 200 subs, and I had 5 people scheduled to join and to participate. But then guess how many of them actually showed up? 1. So he won by default. And then Darth Portal also showed up in the chat as well for the giveaway. And so I was going to give 2 Steam keys away, so they both basically got it. But we still had fun with the little quiz thing that we did. Was just quizzing about the game, which I got some of the information wrong. Just one part of it really is to airborne enemies extend the combo timer, which is not true. The parental test came back and said that I am not telling the truth there, which I thought I was. I could have sworn I heard it from or not heard it, but read it from Juice. I could have sworn I asked him and he said yes, but that would have been way back in City days. I wasn't about to go look for it, but I could have sworn I got the information for that. But yeah. So we had 2 of 1 people show up that were supposed to show up, and that the other 4 didn't make it, so they didn't get it, and that's fine, I guess. You know, they like the game, they could buy it. So I've spent a lot of money on this game. Without it even allowing microtransactions. Did they at least apologize? Yeah, they did. They had stuff come up. They had stuff that they had to do, which is fine, you know. I half expected people to not show up, because a lot of times, even if they say they will, they won't. However, you know, you just got to do what you got. You know, you got to work with what you got, really. It's a good game. I agree. Wave 19. You think we could do one more after this? I know we could do quick paths in the amount of time. Flame Bracer is so close to being usable. Yeah, we were using a Flame Bracer to speed run. They didn't actually help it at all. Well, I don't remember. I think they increased the damage maybe a little bit, but the mana cost for it hasn't really changed relative to the character's mana pool. Just because they used to have 200 mana back on Stadia, and when they reduced the mana pool from all the heroes, they also had to reduce the cost of the Flame Bracer, but they didn't at first. And so you couldn't do the same thing that you used to do before. Yeah, I think they increased the size of the wall, maybe, yeah. So with the mana thing, people see it as a buff, but it's actually not a buff, it's just a fix from what they reduced before to make it even more like what it was. I thought it was just horrible. Well, it was, yeah, because they didn't, when they reduced the mana for the heroes, they didn't reduce the cost of it. So then it just ended up being too costly. It was already fairly costly on Stadia. And then it just became more costly because you had less mana to work with. But it's not bad, you know? It's really not bad. The right mouse button, I think, is really where it shines. You can take care of a lot of runners early on. And if you really speed run, you know, just pop a bunch of those right mouse buttons, and the flat damage is enough to kill like anything that comes through. Especially if you play Cygnus, who has the highest mana pool, and then you play with the Mana Rage Trinket. You just like burn everything. You can take out like heavy orcs on Riport kind of thing. Yeah, right mouse is great. Yeah. The primary firewall is great. Yeah. Actually had unique features. Yeah, you know, I thought it might be cool to like maybe have like trap buffs, like a passive trap buff, like Gabriella has like I don't know, extra arcane damage or something. I'm not sure, but that's exactly how I've been using it. Yeah, you know, it's really not bad for that if that's how you use it. Yeah. But you know, the problem with me is, for me, I guess, is that A, it's fire, and half the enemies are immune to fire at a certain point. And B, you got to be right there to cast it, or at least you cast it where enemies are going to run, and you know they're going to run into you. So it can be good in the right situation, but at the same time, it also costs mana, where you're not going to use your mana for other things like crowd control, even though the damage is nice. There we go. Get that going. Oh, you know what? We need this. There's been a request to have some of the heroes have more unique benefits. Yep. Yeah, we've been requesting that for a while. Praying for the Ice DLC so the Bracer can be king. Yeah, that's a good point. All the fire traps will actually see a pretty big buff. Unless they have fire, ice immune enemies. Then lightning's going to be the next big thing. I just want the elf to be good. Yeah. Warwick. Yeah, having the lowest mana pool doesn't help him. Oh, it's satisfying watching when the little dudes just kind of bounce right off the screen. Summary screen par, so you know which one to put in the work. Yeah. I'll make the corrupt board. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier when we talked about skins, because there's a skin out on, or a mod out on Nexus Mods to make Gabriella young. And we were talking about how that'd be cool with Borwick, at least I was talking about how cool that'd be with Borwick having his evil self show up, because the skins for Cygnus and Borwick are a younger version. So if he's older and evil, they can show his older evil self, like his summoning rift self. And then with Cygnus, of course, they can show him being old as potential skins that you can unlock. Highest health pool, no health regenerating weapon by default, Borwick. Yeah, I just think mana's overall is just more valuable. You know, you can actually do a lot with it. Whereas health, you just have it. Like, dying really isn't that bad of an idea. Sometimes you want to die, as I do in Slagfield, you know? like starting at like wave 6 or wave 7, I'll start dying a bunch to get the enemies through faster. And what good does health do me there? It doesn't. We'll see. We'll see with the next DLC what happens with it. Comes out with that. So we've essentially got all this stuff done. Oh dear. I'll put 2 flame bracers over there. Two over here, and we're just gonna like checkerboard the floor there. I like the Warwick character. You do? I mean, listen. Okay, so there's a mod out there to make. You know how there's a mod out there to make some of the maps or all the maps playable on Endless? Well, there's another mod out there that makes the Endless exclusive maps playable on Story Mode, which includes switchbacks and quick paths. Now, switchbacks is 9 waves for 10 minutes, and you have to play with Warwick in order to get that to happen. You have to, because you can just constantly jump over it, or else you're running zigzagging, or you might be able to jump like most of the way there, but then it takes too much time. So if they made a map that was, you know, so it was structured to the way that you needed to play Warwick's double jump in order to get to the other side fast enough, or at least Warwick or Max kind of thing, then I could see that being like good. But and they probably could. They probably could. We'll see what happens with the new DLC if they even like want to do that. Warjack, hello. Even if Corrupt Warwick did something like that, or like make a portal to somewhere on the map for a short time. Well, I always thought if they brought back Dobbin, they could have Dobbin like use his like digging a hole thing, and they could have him like dig a hole one place and then another place, and then he could just teleport back through it, even if it's only a one-time teleport. But if Warwick could do that, set up like a portal, and then he goes to the other side, and he could set up another portal, and he could jump through them. Maybe you only have like one portal that you can place, or it's just like gets used up the first time you use it, kind of thing. But then he could do his rift things. He could like teleport the rifts using that rift magic. But I think the teleport's a pretty good idea. It's just kind of leaves like Gabriella with like a kind of a crappy double jump. So they could have used that for Gabriella and given Warwick something else. I don't know. But she had a slow fall before, right? I don't remember. I've been working on Endless Wave 25ing the map without barricades. And it's harder, though, not having to worry about sappers. Yeah, true. And it's all, yes, I agree that it's harder, and yes, you are also true in the fact that you don't have to worry about sappers and fire elementals. Gabriella and the second story character have useless abilities. Oh, Kelsey? Yeah. I mean, they made it better with the levitate, move while levitating kind of thing. The thing about it is you don't, it's not really a good place to use it, I don't think. Except for basement, that map sucks. Yeah, yeah, I don't see you getting through basement without Cades. I really don't. I actually wonder if it's possible. No, I doubt it. I doubt it. Got too many big guys and not enough money to go around. And you need kids for the back. If you're gonna like wall off the back, you're gonna flip them over, wall off behind the rift, then they'll kind of bug out, you know, to avoid aggro. Yeah, that's okay. That's true. Yeah, that's true. But then you might as well just play Cygnus, right? I mean, because then you can just sleep wherever you want and avoid aggro altogether and have a higher mana pool. I mean, I don't know. The way I see it, you got playstyles, and Egan's a playstyle, and Cygnus is a playstyle, and everybody else is kind of like like, you know, you can avoid aggro and still fight. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I had to abuse flowers to buy enough time, even with limited cades. Yeah, okay, okay. Sorry. I'm tired already. I've been tired all week. I don't know why I've been tired all. I think I've been a little bit stressed. The new job starting and. I think I'll still get shot by archers. Well, archers, yeah, they have a pretty long range. I would imagine there are some places that you could go where you could still shoot in and they couldn't shoot you, whereas otherwise you wouldn't be able to. But that might just be a bit more of a kind of a niche thing. Like, you really got to figure out where the spots are. If you play Kelsey a lot, you may know them, because you try to like do that. But I feel like Cygnus's ability is still memeing from OMD1. Oh, what happened in OMD1? I haven't played it. Well, I played it for like, I don't know, 30 minutes, I think. Oh yeah, that's right. Here's what we can do. Some of that there. Usually play Cygnus with crossbow's main weapon, yeah. Crossbow's a good weapon, indeed. Or at least I think so. I know some people somewhat disagree. He feigned his death at the beginning of the game. Oh, right. There, right, yeah. Yep. That's right. In the story, yeah, in the story part, yeah. I think they keep showing that. Even in Unchained, I think they showed that in Unchained. Like that cinematic portion of it. And I think they showed it here in 3 as well. I don't remember. Tired indeed. Tired indeed. It's 9:30. Got 30 minutes. We'll do another one. Another one. Let me tell Jen though, so she'll get mad. I still don't like the story. I feel like kind of Rob never actually seen Cygnus. What? Oh, that's going better, dude. Oh, that's true. Yeah, we did eat Taco Bell today. It was delicious. Well, I know I've shared this with you guys before, and I probably should make a thing about this. The comics. Orcs Must Die comics. Where it talks about a lot of that stuff. I don't remember when this was made. But it covers like the orcs and like, I don't know, these other people here. And I think that one on the left is Cygnus. And maybe the one in the middle is like a Warwick kind of idea. This would be Gabriella, I think. And then I don't know who these other 3 are. Guardians, maybe. And like Cygnus again, I think. And Legions, those are the archers and the paladins. Yeah, there was a whole comic that came out with this, and there's a bunch of stuff, and like Cygnus's, you know, introduction to Max and all that stuff. So them two together there. So it's pretty cool. If you want it, I can link it to you. Send you the link. But I know I've showed it a couple of times, so everybody here may actually already know. Let us know about it. But I would imagine that comic maybe came out before 1 because Warwick and Max, or Warwick and Max, or Cygnus and Max. Yes, please. All right, I'll share it to you guys in chat. there you go. And for the Twitch viewers, you can have it as well. If you don't have it already, feel free to check it out. I got it from Nania, I think. I had mentioned something about it in Stadia Days, and I think she brought it up and gave it to me or something, I think. I think that's where I got it. Or who I got it from. But yes, of course then. Of course. You know, I feel like some of that stuff is in more of the conceptual art sort of thing, but it's an official comic, so it's got to be part of the lore, right? It's got to be canon. Since it's before Cygnus's death, I would imagine, and I think it was the Orcs Must Die 1 game. I think it's before the actual game takes place, leading up to the game, kind of explaining some of the background there of why we kill the orcs and everything. Now, one of the things they don't cover is how the orcs have so much money. That's what they don't cover. That's what I'd like to know. And why are we collecting the spoils of war? Love lore for games. It just shows how much thoughts in the game. I have like a 200-page book for League of Legends lore. Yikes, dude. Okay, let's talk about League of Legends lore. What did they do with Trundle, man? And Poppy. Why did they have to change Trundle or Poppy? Like, why? Like, for those of you who don't know, they're all coming home from the red light district. Oh, yeah. They're built different. Yeah. But okay, so with Trundle, it used to be that there was a witch doctor that cursed Trundle's tribe, and then he, using his extra regenerative capabilities, took on the curse of the entire tribe onto himself. So he's constantly degenerating and regenerating, sort of thing, because he has the ability to do so. He's doing for others what they cannot do for themselves, which is like the pure definition of hero. But then they were like, okay, we need to rework Trundle, so we're going to make him just the king of the ice fjord or whatever. And they completely rewrote him and made it just to where he's like some generic king of people now or whatever. And I'm just like, bro, why? And Poppy had the same thing. Poppy's story was sad. It was, you know, maybe a little bit more realistic or whatever. I don't know what her new thing is. Probably my message is nothing you can do to stop me. You are correct. And then Poppy's was like, it was kind of dark almost, you know. It was like she witnessed her father's death right in front of her from Demacia, which is like the bad guys or whatever, bleeding and poison or whatever. She was seen as like evil compared to like the good Demacia, and Noxus versus Demacia, right? And then they changed her lore as well, but it was like she was there, you know, carrying like the hammer of the blacksmith, and it was like her father's hammer, and like her father was assassinated while delivering something to Demacia. And it was a kind of like sad lore. And then they changed it to make it something just super generic as well. It's just like, why? I don't know. Anyways, and they never made the Witch Doctor a character from Trundle's lore. Tenny Dapon. How do you anti those sappers? Lasers. Got lasers here, and lasers here. And then on this side, you got lasers here. We can put more. And this is how we deal with the sappers. Is we just kill them with lasers before they get into the kill box. Oh, I forgot to end it. We need to end it here. After 26. Honestly, hate Poppy so much. I don't understand why Yordle magical being can fight for Demacia who hates magic. Do they hate magic? I mean, they got Lux. Lux is pretty magical. I didn't remember that, but I remember reading Poppy and Trundles and thought it was pretty good. I have to read those comics then. Do it. Yeah, it's not very long. It's not a lot to it. I mean, it's a promotional piece, I think. And they have like stuff on there. Looks it's hidden. Oh, okay, okay. Well, then who else do they got? Kale's not, is she? No, I don't think Kale is. Okay. I know they got Garen, but Garen's not magical. It's just kind of a goofball. I wouldn't necessarily call Poppy magical, though, really. I mean, unless Yordles just are. Yeah, magical being, I guess. Basically, no one knows what magic Garen is supposed to know in his heart, but denies it or something. Okay. Okay, love story stuff there. Okay. Siblings. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, that would explain it then. Alright, after this wave, we'll sell our barricades, let them run in, call this one completed. Yes. And then we'll do the next one, which is switchbacks on Endless. You guys know what we're going to do with this one. We've done it many times. 25 ways can be easy enough to do. Silas is mega magical and he's chained up for it. Ah, that's where the chains come from. Oh, so by the way, guys, so today was my first day at work, right? So they all, the guys I was working with took me out for lunch, right? And we were chatting a little bit, and they asked, you know, what do you do for fun or whatever? And I told them, I said, I play this kind of niche game called Orcs Must Die. It's like a third-person tower defense game. And one of them said, oh, well, you know, they're, I don't know, middle-aged, older, whatever. I'm getting there myself, but... And one of them was like, oh, well, we know somebody, one of the other guys, that, like an IT guy from Colorado office, a different office, right? Who plays games that sound similar to that. And he was actually referencing League of Legends. Because they have towers in them and you play as a character. And I was like, yeah, okay. I've made the argument that it is a tower defense game myself. But, you know. Most people are like, it can't be, but it did derive from Dota, which derived from tower defense games in Warcraft 3. Therefore, its roots are in tower defense. And you're technically defending by attacking. You're like playing an offensive, defensive strategy. Because when you're being attacked, you have to play defensively and you are guarding one central point, a headquarters, so to speak. Like, that doesn't move and has like hit points or whatever, so it's like a very, it is different, but at the same time I think it's like could be technically considered that. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I think Orcs Must Die was actually, as a matter of fact, my girlfriend said it looked a lot like Fortnite, not knowing too much about it. Checks out in the frame. Okay. So that was close quarters. You know, you could really go a long time with that setup. I mean, it's good, and the way that the minions path is kind of goofy. So, but yeah, that works totally fine. All right. Let's keep going, guys. Let's go one more, and then we'll call it. So, switchback is going to take us a little bit of time as well. We're going to go into syncocades as well. We need syncocades. It's mega overcomplicated tower defense. Yeah, basically. Alright, so you guys know the drill. We're going to play the first couple of waves as if we have a part time here. Okay, do we bring saw blade launchers? Yes. Saw blade launchers we bring. To bring or not to bring? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Saw blade launchers and boom barrel rollers. Now, I'll show you guys the setup for this. It's really kind of AFK, but pretty quick. Smite would be closer to this game, yes, and probably to tower defense in general. Yeah, probably. I actually still haven't played Smite, but I think it would be pretty fun. I was there when it came out. What did I say? Alright. Alright, recording started. So this is how we're going to start this one. Actually, before I do, let me move the bird into the other room. Let me fill up my cup of water here. And I'll be right back. 1 second. 1 second. So I also love Smite so much, I've swapped to League since a bigger following. Yeah, that's very true. I was introduced to League at the end of Season 1. And by my buddy Curtis. And we played a lot in college. Like a lot. Like an unhealthy amount. We also played a lot of Killing Floor and Dungeons and Dragons as well. To an unhealthy extent, I'd say. Just stun everybody up. Couple of good combos. And StarCraft. We actually played StarCraft a lot. I would have Zergling rushes against Curtis, who got me into play. Oh yeah, let me tell you a funny story about that. Actually, let me tell you a funny story. Okay, it's story time. Come here, come here. Story time. Okay. I almost forgot about this. All right, so here we were. Sometime after Season 1, probably Season 2, I think it was. We're in college, just a group of us, and oh, whoops, I forgot to start recording. That's fine. All we did was just build this without the 2 Batcades. For those of you who are watching later on. Okay, so so we're at the end of Season 2, I think, or some point in Season 1 or 2. I don't know. On main lord, and Curtis got us a spot in a tournament. Well, we probably collectively had 200 games total under our belts out of the 5 of us. Okay, that's how much we played League of Legends before we entered this tournament. And we thought we were golden. We thought we got it made. We had the game in the bag. So we go into this tournament, and I was working as a building supervisor of the student union, which is like the place where all the students go to hang out, have events. They do all kinds of events, employee events, whatever. And my job is to, I don't know what job is to do. It's really to supervise the building itself, although I don't supervise the patrons, you know. But if, like, I don't know, there's a fire, I call the fire department. I have really no authority on anything. I just kind of like walk around and make sure that events have everything they need, I guess, you know. Like if an event needs more chairs, then I go talk to some of the custodians and say, hey, they need more chairs. Or if, of course, I'll help out doing the chair stuff. It's whatever, like it's college, like who cares. But that was my job essentially, right? And it was a Sunday, I think, is when they did the tournament, because it was kind of like an official, unofficial thing back then. You know, Riot really wasn't a part of the most of it. So it was pretty unofficial. And we all sat down in this room, and it was this room in the basement. Now, granted, it's a Sunday. Nobody's doing events, okay? I got nothing on the board. And what I go off of is what I'm given by the secretary, whoever's the secretary is from the day before, right? They print out all the cards, and then I go and I put them up on the doors for each of the events. Well, it just so happens that there was an event that was scheduled in the room that we were in. The only event throughout the day. And we had just gotten in there, and we had just started our tournament. We were 2 minutes into our tournament, and this guy knocks on the door, and he opens it. He's like, "Hey, we have this room reserved." And I'm sitting there. I'm like, "No, you don't. There's no events. Nobody has this reserved. Not this room." And he says, "Yeah, we reserved it." I'm like, "Are you sure about that?" And so I checked. I ran upstairs, and I logged into the whatever system it was, and I checked, and sure enough, they had the room reserved. So I ran back down, and mind you, the tournament is still happening. We're still in the tournament, fighting. We're still fighting in the tournament, right? Against guys who have thousands of games each under the belt. We have a collective of like 200 games under all 5 of us. And so it's still going on, and we say, and I run back downstairs, I'm like, "Dude, I don't know why they didn't print out the papers or anything, but he's right, they do have the room reserved." And so we all pack up, we all disconnect from the tournament, and then we run outside to the cafeteria, which is just outside the door, to like student cafeteria, and we all set up outside in the cafeteria, and then we log back into the tournament, which is still happening. The game is still being played. And the guy asks us, he's like, "Hey, do you guys want to restart? Like, we can restart. We're fine with that. Like, it's only, 5 or 6 minutes into the game right now, and you guys all disconnected at the same time. Clearly something's going on. We can restart." And we had the bright idea that we were going to win. So we said, no, it's okay. We'll win anyways. We lost. We lost so hard. Like, let me tell you, man. But I'll be honest, though, at the end of it, the guy, he was talking to Curtis. Curtis was kind of hitting everything up. He was, making sure that he was kind of hitting the whole thing up. He was good at the game, much better than the rest of us. And apparently the guy that we were fighting, he was the leader, and he played like Malphite mid, AP Malphite mid. We were just like, we don't know how that's gonna work. Like, that's stupid. And he just completely wrecked us, man. And we were playing like Poppy Teemo Bot, like weird stuff, like back in season 1 and 2, just this weird stuff, right? But we thought we were the cream of the crop, rise to the top. And yeah, it didn't work. And man, I was embarrassing too, because the guy comes in, he's like, "Hey, we got this room reserved," and we're sitting there playing games in this room, the only room that ever had an event, and I didn't even know about it. So there's a good story for you for League of Legends. It was pretty awkward. It was kind of like one of those like deer in the headlights moment. I just looked at him, I'm like, oh shit. Like, that's, are you sure? Because if you're sure, then that's not good for me. But I mean, he was cool with it, I guess, and his people showed up. He showed up a little bit early, which was nice, because then I wasn't like looking like an idiot in front of everybody there. I was just looking like an idiot in front of him. So, no, that was a good part about it, I guess. But yeah, I respect the ego of, well, we'll not restart. Hey, listen, we thought we had it, man. We thought we were like really good at the game, because we were winning a lot, even though it wasn't in our elo bracket. Like the game was just new to us, but we thought we were just winning it a lot and everything. We thought we were so good. It just turns out that we just weren't facing anybody good, because we were stuck in a hidden elo thing that they had. But the dude said we were better than some of the other guys that had like lots of games under their belts, which made us pretty happy about that, He told us that. Have I played League recently? I only play Earth mode whenever Earth mode comes out with my buddy T-Wald. You've seen him before, Dr. Boingo. We'll play Earth mode together. Other than that, we don't play anymore. Earth mode is really the only mode to play now. It's so much fun. It's just action-packed, non-stop action, and like, it's just go, 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 you know? You don't have to like micromanage your economy and make sure you're getting last hits on everything. Like, you just kind of play it to have fun, really, and then there's no one really toxic on it either too much. They have added some super questionable things, have they? I don't know if that guy leaked. We would normally run the stone staff as well to stop these early leaks, because you can see we're pumping a lot into barricades, but we kind of need to for the beginning portion. But that'll slow down eventually. We'll have other stuff to put here. Like the saw blade launchers here pretty soon. I mean, League has to be dying out, right? Someone called Vigo basically single-handedly broke the game. Oh, I know who that is. He steals other people's ultimates, right? No, that's the chain guy. No, he's a sword guy. Yeah, I think he's a sword guy. I don't remember too much about him, though. The game is still growing, is it? Do they have, like, more players now than they did with, like, Minecraft kind of thing? I try to do such good luck on consoles, but my barricade gets destroyed. Bomb zapper or fire elementals. You shouldn't have any sappers. There's no sappers here. There's no fire elementals either. Neither of those enemies should exist on this. Unless you're playing on Stadia, then Stadia has fire elementals. But if you're playing on Steam, PlayStation, or Xbox, then fire elementals don't exist. Good night, Dan. Have a blessed night. I'll try to pop into your stream tomorrow. I will try and stream tomorrow, yes. Kind of planning on doing like 2 hours every day, except for weekends, do more than that. But thank you for hanging out, Summon. Thank you indeed. Let's do alternate. We get those going. How was the first day in the new gig? Yeah, it's pretty easy. I think I was like a little bit worried that it'd be like judged too hard or something on it, but I mean, they didn't even ask me to do anything. Like, it was, I ended up helping this lady towards the end of the day with something. It was pretty easy. Yeah. He's the Ruin King. Basically, he has 3 passives in his queue. His main passive is that he takes over people he kills, taking their abilities with the ult. Oh, okay. I think I know who that is, but I just haven't played enough to remember too much about him. Good to hear, yeah. Yeah, Sweater Guy Titus, how's work? Did that start yet? Yes, it started today, or else we'd be streaming for a lot longer. And yeah, it's good though. It's good. Like I was telling Get a Preacher Man, it sounds like it's a bit on the easy side. You know, one of the things I was looking at was I was trying to find this one lady. She was wanting, whenever she's sent as a shared mailbox, she wanted to say on behalf of, right? And in Exchange, you can set that up separately from send from and do the on behalf of. You can like separate those two, right? But I think, what I understood, that may not be possible on Office 365 admin, but I don't even have access to that, so I can't see anything about both of their accounts. Like, there's one chick who's able to do it and one who's not, and as far as I know, I'm not able to view that sort of stuff. I tried to sign into that today and I wasn't able to, so you know, I think that it's maybe even more limited than I was hoping, and by hoping, I was hoping it wasn't limited at all in our ability to, like, you know, troubleshoot and stuff. So, you know, hopefully that kind of like, maybe I get some clarification around that, Because that was one of the things I talked to them about when I was doing the interview. I was like, listen, I don't want to be restricted, because I know a lot of things about domains and group policies and all that stuff that you would need to know as like a server guy, and I already understand all of that, so I need to be able to use it in my contributions to the cause. However, we don't have very many permissions in well, first of all, we don't have any permissions in ADUC, but that's because they had somebody before me who was kind of like bad at his job, and he goofed up some stuff, so they removed permissions from ADUC from the service desk. They gave him AD manager so that way they could track and see what people did, changes that people made, which I can understand, but at the same time, it's just like, well, that kind of hurts me then, doesn't it? Well, maybe not too much. They would ask me to do the things that they needed me to do, I guess, so I shouldn't be too worried about it. But it is a 6-month contract to hire, so if I run 6 months in and say, you know what, this really isn't working out, I can always just easily leave after that, you know, and go find something else. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Gwen was added, who has 100% pick ban ratio in pro play. Yeah, I know who Gwen is. Again, I'm not good at the game anymore. I mean, I got to where I was placing silver 2 in qualifiers, but then after that, it's just kind of like, I don't know. I hit gold at one point, but then I just kind of stopped playing, I guess. Elo hell, yeah. Yeah, if you get stuck in bronze, man. If you get stuck in bronze, it's tough. Play shooters? Killing Floor 1 I played a lot of. Killing Floor 2 is pretty cool too. I played with some of college buddies once, or a couple of times when they asked. We'd get together for some Killing Floor parties, yeah. Alright, now one of the things you gotta worry about here, and this, Nishank, this may be your problem here, is if you leave the barricades like this, they're going to get attacked. Because of the pathing of enemies goof up for some reason. You actually have to start extending your barricades out just by a little bit, if you can, by this point. You can start expanding them out, you need to prevent your barricades from being attacked. I have absolutely no idea why that works, or why it doesn't work. But you do have to do that. 242 is fun, yeah. They're both good. I remember playing with college buddies, and there's one map where you'd like, it's like 3 or 4 levels, and it's just like you can climb stairs on one side, you'd be on the roof, and then you can go down the stairs on the other side and like back and forth, right? It's like an office building. And I would play as a support specialist with a shotgun class, and I would sit up there and I would use the welding gun to weld the door shut. And I got so many welding points, it took me past level 6, even though my shotgun damage and nobody else was even at level like 5 at this point. And I had so much welding done that I could easily carry myself past level 6 for the class. Because that's all I would do. I would sit up and weld. And every time the door's about to break, I'd call and say, hey, door's about to break, I need help welding. And as soon as it opened, I'd just stick with a shotgun and boom, boom, boom. And I'd get as much shotgun damage in as I could. Sounds like a decent day where you're looking at streaming other games with your YouTube survey type thing. Yeah. Well, yeah, sort of. You know, I would kind of like to do some co-op that have like more than 2 players. Obviously, this game is 2 players, right? This game also takes some time. So if it's not like helping somebody 5-school something that they haven't been able to 5-school themselves yet, or something like that, you know, then that's cool. But it takes a while to play this game. So if I could have, you know, something where I play with more people, that'd be cool. And I had done like Among Us in the past. I've done Among Us it's just some randos in like stream that pop by or whatever. I think I got up to like 5 people total from like just a makeshift kind of community thing, which is neat. Among Us is a pretty fun game. But I don't know how it is anymore. I haven't played Among Us in quite some time either. But I guess what League of Legends is 5 people. Well, the other thing is I want to play something that's free. That way people can get it, you know. I guess League is technically 5, but at the same time, League is such a large learning curve that like it would be tough to maybe have a ton of fun on that, because it's just such a large learning curve. I don't know. But Circle of Sumo, is that a tower defense game that's also co-op? It's free on Steam. Which I know that League of Legends isn't a tower defense game, but what fun party game. Ah, okay. Yeah, I didn't actually consider party games like Mario Party. I never really played Mario Party much though. But there might be a way that we could use the Nintendo 64 emulator. Oh, dang it. And play some Super Smash Bros. Like peer-to-peer network kind of thing. And I'll play Link on all of you. I guess that's also only 4 players, but still. That's a game you can just pick up and drop so quick. Smash Melee has multi through Flippy, and my roommates and I played the crap out of Dungeon Defenders. I never really much like sequels, and I feel like it was only 4 players anyhow. Is Dungeon Defenders 4 players? And I could see Smash having some sort of online thing, but the thing about Smash Melee is it's not as good as the regular Smash Bros. That one was killer. But then there's also some like Magic the Gathering, even though you gotta buy the cards or whatever, but loved this map to death. Really like this map a lot, huh? It's not bad. It's pretty unique in the fact that you really can build around the rift and kind of mess with their pathing a little bit. I've done a couple of things here before. What I've done is I've actually opened this backside, or I've closed the backside, opened the front side, and some of the enemies will walk in and kind of get stuck on this corner. They won't know what to do because they're trying to get back here to this section. But then like that, or this is closed, so they're trying to get around, but then they'll like go through the top part and get stuck or something. I've done that before. That was back on, I don't know how the pathing works anymore. I haven't really tested this pathing too much. Because it has stuff to do? Oh, yeah. I mean, you can pause it now. You can't pause it on Stadia. That's why we use an auto clicker. You can pause. Is there a trap from previous versions that I'd like to see make a comeback? Yeah, I have some like unofficial, official insider information, and I know one of the traps I want to have back is coming back in a way, not really coming back in like, you know, not exact or whatever, but it is in by design. Something I've been requesting for a while, so that's always good. Which map is this? This is called Switchbacks. In short, never works so easily like you're doing. Oh, yeah. Never played this on Stadia. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got you. I got you. Yeah. You didn't want to feel like you were playing this too much, huh? You wanted to impress your friends, but just not that much. I see, I see. Loved OMD 1 and 2. Though, and this has been amazing. Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree, you know. I wasn't a huge fan of 1 at all. Going from Unchained to 1 or 2 is a culture shock. Let's just say it's a culture shock. But, so, you know, I played other games other than 2, but any idea on how soon they're dropping up? I have no idea. I don't know that sort of stuff. I just know other stuff. I thought so. It's been like 10 years for the DD4, or the DD on the 4-player, yeah. Never played Unchained. It felt like a totally different game. It does, yeah, I did. Going from Unchained to 2 was just like, I was just like, you know, things like 2 rifts, water elementals, like, I don't know. They had like different stuff, you know. And then you were missing the characters, and like the art was just a little bit goofy. It was just, not goofy as in like cartoony or whatever, but it was just like, you could tell that it was aged comparative to Unchained. When Unchained left, it just felt like it wasn't as aged as much. I don't know. It felt like a different game, and it was, you know. And I definitely understood people's like reservations going from 2 to Unchained because of how different it was. Like, before I wasn't too sure about it, but then I became sure about it when I tried to play. Same with strat, except to use grinders rather than wall chops. Yeah, I prefer the wall chargers because they provide a stun, which is one thing, and then 2, grinders kind of fall off pretty quick. They'll start using up their total amount of damage that they can do like in 2 seconds, maybe even less. But they don't provide any like serious crowd control. The slow they do is only 50%, which the maxed out tar is also 50%. So it's really not worth it. And for what we can tell, slow does not stack. And there's no sappers, and there's no, you know, there's nothing to really like take a grinder for in particular. And even if there were sappers, I would do brimstone anyways. Well, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I would actually do grinders on endless for those. But are you gonna start streaming at this time more? Yeah, probably. At least during the weekdays. On the weekends, I'm gonna try and stream earlier for the European guys, so they have so they can join in more. Yeah, I'm already kind of streaming a little past my bedtime here. What I would like to stop streaming at. This is when I'm off work. Yeah, this is when a lot of people in America are off work. And probably night shift guys over in Europe. Because it's already 10 o'clock and I gotta get up at 6 o'clock, I think, yeah. So I gotta leave. Oh man, I gotta get up at like 5:45. My schedule today was 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, right? But then they told me that I needed to work what they want me to work, I should say. I probably could tell them that I'm gonna work the other one, but I'm not gonna push that. I'll put this here. I think we're too close. So I'm gonna push it up here. But what they want me to work now is 7:30 to 4:30, which is okay, which means I can start a little bit sooner when I get back. But if it takes me like 30 minutes to get there, and it means I gotta wake up like an hour before the 30 minutes to get there, kind of thing. So I'm waking up at like 5:45 maybe. Yeah. So I wanna make sure I got plenty of time to get there. Yeah, man. But it'll be the weekend soon enough. They use a Brimtar and Flames on the floor. I use grinders, but I never really see it out at 25. Mission Hero guys, yeah. If you're going to 25, grinders are fine, yeah. Grinders are okay. But I just love the stun on the charger, you know? Plus it does a bunch of like area effect damage, and anything big getting through, it's going to have a lot of health anyways. So you're not going to really waste any of the overkill damage either. And armored ogres, who are generally a problem in most situations, you know, take bonus damage from it. The bonus damage that enemies take is, what, 30% extra? So they take 130% if they're weak against it. Whereas I think if they're resistant against it, they only take half. Yeah. Damn, you're still streaming? Yeah. I figure we just stream some more. Like, yeah, maybe I'd rather go to bed. Maybe it's a smarter idea for me to go to bed. But who's counting, you know? Who's counting? I mean, really. Alright, we are at the point we can... This is our last go break, by the way. Rift Lord level real quick for you in the stream after this endless run. Yeah, what level? As long as it's not a worse scenario. Okay, I want to try something here. I actually want to try and rotate this. Okay, it's gonna take a little bit of time. Actually, I could probably leave the wall traps up. I want to rotate this. I've never done it this way, so we're gonna give it a shot. Close quarters? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, sure. Okay. Have him enter in here. Like so. Alright, good. We're gonna give this a shot. See what happens here. Okay. Yeah, this way. Okay. Alright, this is how we're gonna cade. I tried with the strat you showed in your Ultimate Rift Lord video a few times, but couldn't get to work. It's a tough one, yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of the videos that I made that I think I can do better, but that's not one of them. Yeah, those quarters can definitely be a challenge. You just gotta make sure you sell everything from your first wave, from the first gate. Go to the second gate, place all your money into the second gate on the wave 2, or before wave 2 and on wave 2, and then wave 3, you have to like kind of save up enough money to like build your kill box elsewhere, kind of thing. And then you put ice darts. Make sure you use plenty of ice darts because they're really gonna carry you. All right, let's give this a shot. You know, it could break and they could start attacking the kids for no reason. But I'm hoping that's not going to be the case because we've got this entire thing pulled up, so they shouldn't. But I've never pad them clockwise. I've always gone counterclockwise, so I don't know if it's going to affect them too much or not. But hopefully it like breaks their pathing completely and then we're fine. And we can like do this forever. We'll see. I'm assuming it's just going to be the same, though. We're going to have probably the same outcome either way. want to forget my boom barrels. So acid over brimstone? Yeah, I think acid's just better at applying combos overall because it's a projectile that shoots out. So you can affect more enemies with it than you can with brimstone. Brimstone just has charges, right? Although I will say, if you're building for you know, providing arcane debuff or something, then yeah, you probably want to go arcane brimstone instead. Yeah, I got a new one out there. Yeah, I made a video after the Saw Blade nerf, which was like the ultimate, like all maps on Riftlord, and I used everything. I didn't use Saw Blades except for Coliseum. What if you skip barrels and went for acid and brim? Then I'd be missing out on some of the tar. Because then I'd be, even if I did tar, brim, acid, and brim and floor scorcher. Well, I guess I could do it without floor scorcher maybe. But then I don't have any good way to provide fire. That's an extra added debuff. Which right now I don't have any good way to bring arcane either. But you really could do arcane dragon up against the wall here and up against this wall, and they would shoot back and forth across this little section here on this map specifically. Run that, and we're gonna run to those. That's around 43 on Great Room. I only use lasers, brim, tar, and barricades. What other traps are good late game? Ice darts. Ice dart spitter. How badly have they nerfed saw blades? They fixed them. They made it to where the saw blades no longer get stuck in enemies. What they changed was the pierce. The pierce on the saw blade used to be 5, and then they changed it down to 1. What that means is it no longer gets stuck inside of enemies. So now it just passes through them instead of shredding them completely. Oh well, yeah. If you're going for waves, then you want to get physics traps, and then you can constantly knock enemies over. See, the thing is about it is man, he's not get stunned at all. I don't think I have stun damage. I think I have extra lightning damage on them, which could be why they're not getting stunned. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So they get crowd control reduction over time. Their animation of falling down and standing back up is the same. So it doesn't matter how much crowd control reduction they have. The highest wave quick pass use combo 2 flip then tar with extra time. Yep. Just slow over time. Yeah. And that was like wave 477 or something within the most recent patch. So physics traps are definitely the way to go. If you're trying to go late, if you're trying to get score, then I would say probably to add to what you have, I would say Ice Dart Spitters. They're quite a powerhouse. 3 days ago, wasn't the patch out then? It should have been, yeah. If you had that recording, I would love to see it. But yeah, it should be. Should be out now. We're gonna roll them up this way. So what we could do is push them that way, right? But we're actually gonna roll them up this way. And I don't think these should be exploding. Oh, I think these are exploding feeds. Oh, dang it! I got them on a timer. That's not good for them. I need to switch the timer around. I missed the update, yeah. While following him at his move speed. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Okay, I can see that. Not getting stuck, but just being in the same square as he is for that duration, yeah. Well, in that case, yeah, it would do a lot of damage. You got the boom barrels on a different timer. It wasn't endless. Seven with missile speed. Huh. Well, yeah, they can change the speed to be really slow if you have it bounce off of the right things. I'm not exactly sure what changes their speed or trajectory somewhat. So if I place this saw blade facing inward and then I place a saw blade here, well, if I could place it right here, then when it hits this one, it actually may just go straight. That's a good point. Oh, what's a good? I thought you said that's a good way. Wall breakers. It depends on the wall breaker. If it's I think gravity pillars. Gravity pillars are pretty good. But yeah, it kind of depends on which one. Wish I saw this from the start. Oh. Because what happens is all the barrels will clump up here. Then once they start running into this, then they're all gonna start taking it. I'll make sure to record if I see it again. Yeah, that'd be cool to see. Little running guys. Okay, so little running guys, you can do lasers with tar. It depends on the map and where your barricades are. A lot of times you can just like go take care of them yourself. But if you're on something like close quarters endless and you could throw lasers up on both gates and build your kill box like farther back closer to the rift, and the lasers will take care of them. But if you play something like, for example, Coliseum, you got the sappers on Coliseum. You can place a barricade in the back corners and then place brimstone in front of it, and brimstone is a cheaper way of taking care of sappers than lasers are. Because you're going to have more than one laser and you're going to have to probably put tar with it. That sort of thing. If you are on Order Enclave, you put your barricades on wave 3 on the bottom left. Wave 4 sappers come out. One piece of brimstone will take care of all of the sappers throughout the entire match. So sappers or brimstone's a really good way if you can separate the sappers from the rest of the mobs. But if you can't separate them from the rest of the mobs, then I would do lasers and tar. Yeah. I was gutted when I saw lasers weren't decent here, yeah. Well, you get a tall wall though, so you can use the boom barrels. Is it against the back wall you're using? I agree. Well, because it's where everything merges, and having, you know, splitting them up is pretty tough. I've done it before, but it can really be a bit of a challenge to split them up. I started a new scramble last night, and the first debuff I got was between Zelsador and increased floor half cost. Well, that's an obvious one. Big Zelsador every day. He's like a beta sent male of the bosses, you know. Oh, I can't say that word. Oh crap. Here. Forgot how much time you don't have when you have a job. Still today. It had to happen. That's pretty peculiar. Where those kids end up. If you build on the other side, if you wrap it around the other way, you don't end up like such strange kids. I don't know. Orc Night, so I love the extra time. Oh yeah. Sorry for asking so many questions. What is your 10th trap trinket do? No, you're good. The number 0, it's a trap reset trinket. When you activate it, it resets the cooldown of all traps, except for things like boom barrel rollers or swinging maces, lasers, tar, barricades, that sort of thing, right? Like traps that just can't be reset. But it resets the cooldown, so you can see over here, this acid geyser just got used up. It's going to go on cooldown. If I pop it, now it's off cooldown. So that's the first thing that it does. That's the active. The passive is that all traps reset faster by 10%. And then there's 2 unique upgrades. One is that traps reset even faster passively, which we're thinking is a 20% instead of a 10%. Or you can get the unique upgrade to heal barricades from whatever damage they're at all the way to full. Those are your 2 unique upgrades, and that's whenever you activate it, it will heal your barricades. And they're both pretty good to have both of those upgrades. Yeah, where I'm at, we don't get knights, boys. We don't get knights. I think we'll go this way. Yeah, we'll build in that way. No, I missed it. Which upgrade do you use for the acid? The first one. And the first one for the scorches as well. I really don't think scorches are good on walls. Maybe situationally somewhere they can be good on walls, but for the most part, having the increased range is super good. Because when you can run tar, brim tar, or tar, acid tar, or tar, whatever tar, and then into a floor scorcher, everything in that whole section is going to get burned. Versus just the 2 squares, then things will get burned. And floor scorchers, in my opinion, is one of the better traps to really provide burn. So in order to help it burn more or burn better, you need the increased range. You're gonna have more chances of having floor than wall or ceiling, no matter where you go. Wall being the key word there. Plus, you have so many other powerful wall traps that it just works so well on the floor. You might as well get the increased range and use that to really provide the burn effect to the enemies. As far as acid is concerned, facing downward. Yeah, I think so. I think you can face it any direction. Yeah, I think you can face it any direction. But again, it's only for 2 squares. So the square it's on, and then the other 2, which is like, by square I mean like a trap tile, not an actual grid square. So for 2 of these, it would trigger from this. Or your boom barrels. Well, if I placed them up here, I mean, yeah, you could. But the boom barrels are going to do more damage, right? It would only affect things to the saw blade, which is everything. But I mean, if you placed it any higher, it would affect the small guys. Which on this wall, obviously, you can't. But boom barrels just do so much more damage. It would actually affect everything. Everything would be within its trigger range, and it would affect everything. Because you got the 2x2 square for the trap itself, and you got another 2 for the top of that, and another 2 for the bottom of that. So you've actually have the entire wall taken up. So, you know, regular orcs will trigger it and they'll use up the cooldown, but so will ogres and stuff. You know, the fire isn't the most necessary thing, although it is nice. But I'd prefer to have a longer reaching Floor Scorcher than a Floor Scorcher on the wall. But, you know, you can do whatever. However, on acid, I'll make an even stronger argument for not doing the extra melt duration. And that is because you affect more enemies by having a longer duration of the trap itself versus having the melt duration. So 3 seconds to 6 seconds increase if you get melt duration. The problem is if you kill something within 2 seconds after it being affected by melt, it just dies and you lose the upgrade. So by having the acid spray out more, you're affecting more enemies, increasing the combo potential that you have, and still, you know, making sure that things take the bonus damage versus just having the fewer enemies affected longer, even if they die in a quicker amount of time. So yeah, I think it's a less wasteful upgrade, I would say, to have the first upgrade for the acid instead of the second. Personally, when I go for healing barricades. Depends on the level, though. Yeah, I feel like Coliseum, I guess. Coliseum is, yeah, that can be pretty tough if you don't have the healing stuff. Yeah, I'd run it for Coliseum, definitely. Oh, it must have been a ogre mage. The increased fire damage off from the tar squares. I think it would give more overall damage, preventing them from getting to your inner rails. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I didn't think of that. No, you're right, Nick. I didn't think about comboing it with Fire Tar. Because what you could do is you could do some sort of like, well, you'd probably want enemies to kind of group up on it. And that's the other thing, right? It's like, getting enemies to group up on one square is much tougher than getting enemies to group up in like three square tiles. So it's much easier to affect more enemies at the same time with the same trap and the same trigger of the trap. Good morning, Dempsey. Good morning. I guess it's morning to you. But yeah, if you ran Fire Tar and you put them up top. If you can do lasers on top, or like for a ceiling trap, depending on the map. You know, if you're looking like Great Room on the second door, you could do, you could probably get away with that. Make the trap reset more effective. Yeah. I don't even think we know. Start on this level you're playing now? Oh. Well, it'll be up. This is wave 25, so this is the last wave. Clearly things are not getting through yet. We have played on this before, though. After the patch, at some point we played on it, and I think we got up to wave 80, and then things started slipping through. The earth elementals were the problem there. Yeah, I think you're onto something, Nick. I think you're onto something. Gamer Shane, what's going on? What is happening? What is up? What is up indeed? Oh, man. tired. And we are. We're getting close to having to end the stream, but Lano had requested close quarters co-op, so we'll run that, and then we'll call it after that, which is fine. Which is fine. So I still got to get up early. You know, in a pre-employment kind of day for me, it wouldn't have to, but here we are. So the acid is helping, which we could have probably used the saw blades. We could probably use the saw blades, actually. Not the saw blades, the wall blades. Instead of the wall charger, because of all the acid we have, we've already got the regular saw blade launchers and the boom barrels, all this extra physical damage. The only thing we would add maybe is some way to do ice, but we don't have the ceiling to do ice, so. Or with the freeze wall, we could do freeze wall, and then on top of the freeze wall, like double stack it, and on top of the freeze wall have the whatever else it was. On top of the freeze wall, have like the wall blades. So yeah, but then we wouldn't have the no, because we wouldn't have the saw blade launcher. So I don't know. Maybe. Maybe do the butterflies on top or something. Want to hear a funny but kind of dirty joke? Is it going to get me banned? Or is YouTube going to demonetize me if you say it? If yes, then no. If no, then yes. Sure. Though I'm tired, so I may not react to it. There, switchbacks 25 waves, beaten easy. You can take this pretty up there. On close side, no, they'll still go for it. It's like one of the only maps that they still go for it. But you can just put brim down at the bottom. Just make sure you double stack the brim, because the knolls will use up some of those charges. And there's going to be enough sappers that are spread apart that are going to trigger the brimstone and put it on cooldown. So you want to double stack your brimstone on that. At least like the top, like the northernmost brimstone. Here, I'll show you. Where's it? Yeah. Lasers would be less effective. It would cost more. So pretend those are brimstone. You'd want this one to be double. So as soon as it turns the corner, it triggers, and then the rest of this one triggers. But if you think of like lasers, you're gonna have to have more than 2 lasers for each gate, and you're gonna have sappers on each gate, right? Assuming that you don't need them for the right hand gate, you just need them to protect these 3 cades. As long as you only need to protect these 3 cades and not the kids on the other side, then it doesn't do you a whole lot of good to do lasers. It's more expensive, so might as well run your 800 or 850 or whatever it is for the brimstone. 800. Like so. And you can even run fire brim at this point. And there you go. Yeah, of course. Well, Gamer Shane, like I said, YouTube or Twitch is gonna have a problem with it, then no. But if they won't have a problem with it, then feel free. Go right ahead. Let's do the close quarters riff. Yep. Before I fall asleep. There you go. All right. Do you have me on your friends list? Yes, you do. Go ahead and shoot me. Go ahead and shoot me an invite. Gamer Shane, if you want to, you can send it to me on Discord, and then I can look at it. Then if I think that YouTube's not gonna have a problem with it, then I can put it up on screen. All you gotta do is go on the link below for one of the Discords, search for my name on the top right corner, click on it, and then send me a message. Alrighty then. Need. Yeah, sure can. Lasers. I start spitters. Cool. I have double kids, so you have to do the barricading. Alright. Do that. All the money you got? I'm kidding. I know. I wish it's freaking speed on this, dude. There we go. Taking care of this kobolds. Easy peasy, says Infamous. Easy peasy. Yes, ice is good. Yeah. Have you tried the Super Scramble Chaos Reforged mode yet? Yes. Am I who? Yes, we have. Quite a few times, actually. And we've had the viewers vote for the buffs and debuffs as well. And it is, let me say, it is amazing. Let me just say. Good. I thought he was on a mission, dude. Yeah, good. Alright, we gotta save the rest of our money for the other wave, for the other gate. But this is pretty good. It's a pretty good amount of damage and stuff over here. It's not bad. Definitely need to save the rest of it. I also want to let them go into a kill box so we can get more combos. That was a very strategic death, good sir. We get more money. More combos. Alright, cool. That is all of my money, and that is all of your money indeed as well. Indeed as well. Ah, yes, strategic, yes. Come over here to clean up. So enemies have more health on co-op, so I'll probably have to watch this side for a little bit. Oh, I thought that was your arrows coming in, like you were trying to assist me. It's actually the enemy orc archers. Ah, I see. You sold a few things. That's fine. Gotta start with the barricades taking archer damage. Alright, you're good there. You're good. They got some of those archers in the back for you, so you don't have to worry about those goofballs. Put some tar over here. I'll just take care of the archers as well as they come out. An accidental. God, they can be annoying. Shoot at you and keep hitting your barricades instead of you. I'll take whatever leaks out of the other side too, if we get any leaks. May not anymore. Why's he coming after me? I think one path on this map just fine with a minute and a half left to spare. What do you mean do one path? Like you combine them all to the end? Oh, we're gonna make some pretty good time here. Like a real good time. It went for you because I was like, oh, yeah. Come on, Archer, stop moving. Breaking through this can be pretty annoying too. Let's take them out early. Our archers again. Easy peasy. He combined them. Yeah. I'd seen Behemoth's video where he combined them. He actually pushed them both like in through the center here. And they got archers lined up in the back. But he pushed them both somehow like through there. Not exactly sure how he laid it out. But it looked doable. Yeah, my one job was to take care of the archers. What do you call a Roman with a piece of hair stuck in his teeth? I got no idea. I don't really know enough about Romans to probably come up with anything for that. I mean, unless it's like got something to do with the movie 300, then no, those are Spartans. Never mind. Oh, Life of Brian had the Romans in it, I think. A gladiator. A gladiator. Yeah, I don't get it either, man. Oh, I gotta take care of those guys. And those guys with the revenue. It was sappers blew up the Earthlings. Oh no, the no grenadier. Gladiator. Ate who? Has his hair stuck in his teeth. Who did he eat? Gingerbread man? Oh, unless her is just like a proverbial her, where it's not an actual her kind of thing. Yeah, we got this. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Like more lasers. Well, Clayton liked it. I may have not really understood it too well, but that's okay. Oh, see it here, like. Oh, that kind of hair, like the carpet meshes, the drapes kind of thing. Oh, gotcha. Not like cannibalism, but like okay. That's like a whole nother level, man. Okay, I think I'm picking up what you're throwing down. Okay. Got really hungry for no reason. You said a lot of food. But I guess I'm tired, so that's maybe the reason. There we go. It's easier with two people, especially if one of the people can take out the archers, you know. Because goddamn, those archers are annoying. You can cause me to lose once. They killed me, and then the enemies ran through too quick. Too quick. But alright guys, that is it for me tonight. I'm not gonna worry about hustling anybody for these shorter streams, the ones I have fewer people on. But you know, feel free to check out other people on Twitch that are streaming right now. I can bring up like a list of people that I have followed that I think are pretty good. For example, K Rewatch is, I mean, he's like a pro, dude. Like, legitimate, like, he's good. But he's just chatting, he's not playing Orcs Must Die. So if he starts playing Orcs Must Die, I would recommend giving him a follow. But I don't have anybody else online who's playing right now, so then I would look for somebody else. But when Bork said, I will not let the orcs in the rift. Yeah, he let 900 or 99 in the rift. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Okay, hang on. We have somebody who has guided the raid here. Okay, so we will do a raid then. Never mind. So stay with me here for uno momento, por favor. The AC Breezy 1. Okay. They're playing. What is this? Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. All right, you gotta convince them to use the decoy. All right. Now let me get this thing up. Oh, actually, I can just do /raid. All right, everybody wants to jump in. Go ahead and hop in. This was redeemed by Anno, I believe. Yeah, redeemed by Anno. So feel free to jump in. In that case, I'll be hanging out for a little bit, but then I gotta go sleep. So I will catch you guys. Rainbow LOL, like Rainbow Road. I'll catch you guys in the stream. I'll be there for a little bit, and I'll see you there. For everybody else, I will catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow. All right, deuces. Let's get the raid going. Raid's up. Raid's up. Nice.
Thank you for the raid at the party at 12, Moto Man, Dan.